Alright, Lovebug, would you be willing to head in the other room and just, or I guess you don't need to for this bit, would you just check that the stream is up? Does it play my audio in this part? That's interesting.
It is up.
Cool.
I'm not hearing your audio, no.
You're not hearing my audio?
Oh, I am now.
Does it sound alright?
Yes.
Perfect.
It sounds
Remember, kids, if you're going to be a streamer, you got to stay hydrated. That's the trickiest... Gosh dang it. The water bottle decided to pour all over me. Ah. Gosh darn it. All right. Are you sure that someone is not you? Oh, hi. Hi. Hello, Nate. Sorry, my Streamlabs chat monitor decided to be slow. Alrighty. Oh, come on. I literally just had this working. There we go. All right. Hello, Nate. Hello, Professor Scarf. So, for 100 subs, we're going to pop open and build the Emerald Knight, which I am very excited about. I have been waiting for literally a decade. I also forgot to turn on my music. Wow, I'm a mess. I guess the stream isn't scheduled to start for another 2 minutes. So it doesn't really matter, but all right. And then, as you can see in the sub goal above my head, I've decided what we're going to do for 250 subs. We are going to go ahead and build a Lego DM screen, because that'll do both Lego and D&D, so I think that's going to be a good goal. I guess there's not really much point in beating around the bush, so let's go ahead and pop this open.
your music's still not playing.
My music's still not playing, and this is wet. I did not want to get this wet. I hate that water bottle.
Oh, it's wet right here. I found the water. Here, I'm gonna get the water.
Okay. All right. This is where I lose $300. We spent $700 on this because it is new in box sealed, and right here, I am going to lose 300 of that in the value. That was the most expensive 2 seconds of my life. Y'all, I do not have the words for how excited I am about this. I'm actually going to keep that box because I'm a massive nerd. Okay. I got this little tub that we're going to dump pieces into. Got box 1 and 1 large pieces can go over here for the time being. Wow, there are like 4 bag 1s. That's a little odd. Holy cow, that is some nostalgia right there. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this instruction manual has sets from when I was a kid. I remember desperately wanting this Bionicle, which is actually really fun to have brought back. All right, let's get building. And then the intention is kind of to have this be a little bit of a Q&A, ask me anything type deal. This is from 2008 to 2011 is when this set was originally out. It was the set that I wanted the most as a 9-year-old. I guess like a 10 to 13-year-old. I was absolutely infatuated with this set and just desperately wanted it. And it was out of budget for my parents, so it never happened. And I have now paid significantly more than they would have had to pay for it. But I think it's completely worth it, to be perfectly honest with you. All right. I'm not actually sure how to do this because these bags are bigger than I expected them to be. But we're just going to do our best here.
You're out of the frame.
I'm out of frame. Gosh darn it.
Here, let's move the...
Yeah, I gotta move the mic a little bit forward. If the mic audio got worse there, let me know because I can fiddle about with it some more. Also, let me know if my breathing is super heavy because I'm trying not to, but my body does not like me today, so have to be careful about that. My darling spouse is hovering because they are going to help us with the stickers for this set. Camera's over here if you want to get in it.
Oh, I was...
Oh, you just wanted to see?
Yeah. It's a little close. You're a little close to the mic at this point. There you go.
How's that? Any better?
Yep, I'm the guest star. I'm here for stickers.
Goodness, there's a lot of pieces. Rubber bands we will need later. Holy cow. I have severely underestimated how much desk space I need. We may need to... Awesome. Nate, you are the true MVP, being here from the beginning to help with audio testing. Okay, we're gonna just leave these bags bagged until I need those pieces. Because, holy cow, there are a lot of parts in this. It is not actually clear who is supposed to have the sand blue pants. I think it's this guy, based on the instruction manual cover. He's just missing his hair, which should be in this bin. Ah, here we are. Okay, note to self, I need like 3 of these.
Yes.
Okay, we have our coachman, whose job it is to collect the tickets and things. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so this is a fun little bit of Lego trivia for you. This piece here, this little curved slope, switched in late 2000s to the original one didn't have tubes in the bottom. It was just hollow and the outside edge would grip around the piece you were attaching it to. And they added these tubes. The Emerald Knight actually straddles the years that they were switching between the old and new versions of that piece. And so some copies of the Emerald Knight have these really pretty printed pieces, but they are missing those bottom tubes. And as a result, they actually have substantially worse connective power than the new ones do. So I was actually rather anxious about getting a sealed copy and opening it to discover that, you know, it had the bad version of the pieces. But fortunately, we seem to have gotten a copy with the good piece. So that's very, very happy. Why? Is this music wildly off theme?
There's no music still.
There is no music still. Goodness.
Also, it might be a little blurry. You might want to try and adjust the focus a little bit on the pieces.
Okay. Let's mess with the focus.
Okay. And I'm going to get a chair since I'm here anyway.
Is that blurrier?
Oh, that's... I feel like I'm at a doctor's office. That's better. I think that's probably as good as we're gonna get.
Unfortunately, my camera guy is busy tonight, so I am doing my best to get the focus and the camera and everything working well.
Okay, that's what it looks like now, and that's pretty good.
I'm also just a little bit warm, so... This room does not have the best of ventilation. Okay. So I turned the volume up on the music. If it's still not working, because I'm seeing the levels on my streaming software, but it might just be way too quiet. Bless me. So if we need to mess around with that further, we can. Gonna pop a couple minifigure bases out of my desk, and then we can throw our little traveler, our engineer.
We're getting music now.
What was that?
We're getting music now.
Perfect. Hooray, music has returned. We've got our 3 minifigures. I'm gonna set those to the side, just up here. And we can get to actually building proper. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am almost as excited to own a copy of this instruction manual as I am for the entire rest of the set, because this instruction manual, you can get the PDF for it online fairly easily, in fact, but it is so dark and blurry in that PDF that it's essentially unreadable, which is really unfortunate for, you know, someone who really likes this set. And it's actually really interesting going through a lot of these pieces. These, for example, are the old version with this little pin in the middle. It's kind of surreal in a really cool way to get to encounter, you know, out-of-print versions of a piece in the wild, so to speak. And it's a little unfortunate to encounter how much better Lego's packaging and instruction creation has come by going back in time to when it was not as good.
Is the instruction manual copy one that he
Where
like
is
Lego
this
self
piece?
put out, or is that something that you would have to could you like scan it and upload it for them?
Potentially. I don't actually know if the copy that I have been able to get online is official. There are people who, I mean, Lego makes available PDF copies of instruction manuals, or at least they do now. And databases like Brickset will compile all of those pieces. Man, I should have laid down like white paper or something, because all of these pieces are black and I can't see them.
Do you want to put like a piece of paper under it?
If we have one convenient, maybe, yeah. But if we don't, we will make do.
I'm trying to remember what I did with that printer paper.
I mean, the longer the stream goes on, the more likely it is that people will hop on. But yeah, I know that people collect the official PDFs and put them online. I don't know for sure if it's something where I could just, you know, upload a copy that I made based on this one that I have here, but it's a worthy thought. Yeah, it's really interesting, kind of being aware of what's new and different from when I was a kid. You know, reached high school in like 2012-ish, and was under the impression that it was immature to like Legos, and that I shouldn't, you know, have Lego anymore as a result of that, which is obviously silly. What's immature is being so worried about what other people think that you won't do the things that are important to you. But I didn't know that yet, and it would take me a while to learn that. And then I came back, and like, when I left, brackets and pieces for building sideways were super limited. There were like 3 or 4 variations available. And then I came back to Lego, actually thanks to a different Lego YouTuber, who goes by ChubbyBots, who builds like Gundam out of Lego basically. And seeing all of the new pieces that he was using to get really interesting and intricate shapes was part of what encouraged me to come back to the hobby. Because I was like, oh, this is, you know, something that you can really seriously get into, and, you know, for lack of better words, it's a skill you can develop. I love when Lego introduces new pieces, because my first thought is always just, what can I do with this? Yeah, exactly. It's actually this set in particular. I you know, obviously I'm building this right now, and a week or two ago I reviewed the Hoopty from the Marvels, right? And just comparing this set, because I have a little bit of spoilers on how this set works, because once I got this one, I started taking apart my used copy and am going to like motorize it and stuff. And just seeing the differences in the snot brick techniques between this set and the Hoopty is actually really interesting, because, you know, in the Hoopty review, I basically was like, yeah, this is severely underwhelming snot building techniques. But if you'd showed those parts to somebody back when this set was brand new, they would have flipped out. Yeah, I think I have both types of snot bricks in this set. Yeah, because I've got this one, which has a stud on both sides, and then we've got these ones, which are the 1x4 with the studs on the side. And other than that, there wasn't a lot of options. If you wanted something other than that, you were kind of just out of luck.
When you come back this direction, you keep falling out of frame.
Yeah, I'm trying to lean over the mic.
Yeah, I would say push the mic forward slightly more, and then you won't keep feeling pushed back in this direction. Towards the desk. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, headlight bricks are fantastic. I'm glad they've kept those. I did not realize as a kid just how incredibly useful those were. And now that I'm older and my eyes have been opened, I'm just stoked whenever I have some. Need something 1x8. I think. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm having a hard time with this step in particular, step 6, because I am not seeing a lot of the pieces that it wants me to use. In fact, I'm just going to take my phone flashlight here. Man, these instructions are dim. Okay, it's asking me for a 1 by something in dark brown. Yes, there we go. Okay. I'm quite appreciating having you here.
Having me here?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Really? I'm gonna have to take a look at when headlight bricks were added, because I was under the impression that they were kind of the first, that they'd been around for a really long time. Oh, come on. I don't think it's dying. I think it's just sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks like that's what happened. And we have another battery plugged in the wall over there.
Yeah, getting a camera for this stream has been absolutely disaster area. Because we thought we had a camera that would work, and it turned out to be the only Canon Rebel camera that you can't get clean HDMI output on. And so we got this one from the library, and it took literally all day to get working. Okay, this 2x4 looks like it's in dark bluish gray, but I'm not seeing a single 2x4 in dark bluish gray, so I'm going to do it in black, and I can come back to this step and pop this out if I decide that I need it later. Yeah, it's really interesting. I love
Bless the Lord that we had another battery pack plugged in. I am smart.
I'm just gonna hand this one to you to plug.
Yep, and I'm plugging it. That would be my immediate next step.
Is the focus all right on that?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Should I clean it rather than this since it's a screen?
I don't know. No, I am.
Hey Thomas, this is my actual dream Lego set right here. I have been pining after this set since I was literally like 9 years old. And although I will say, next year it has been revealed that they're going to do the Orient Express, which, you know, is a steam train that looks not dissimilar to this one, but uses like modern parts and building techniques and stuff. And oh my gosh, if I don't desperately want that. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy it, and then my younger brother, he's like 4 or 5, and he has developed a fascination with trains. So this past year we got and built the freight train together. So probably I will go ahead and get the Orient Express to build with him as well, because that just sounds like a delightful experience. I think he would be over the moon about it. Okay, it's calling for a 2x4 brick in this color that looks dark bluish gray, and all we have are black of those as well. So I think we made the right call with this 2x4 here. Ooh, bless me. I need to just find a way to mount my phone up here so that I can see the instructions properly. I did not expect these to be so dark in person. It's a little odd building one-handed. Okay. There we go. I think something that's been really surprising for me about building on stream is how incredibly difficult lighting is. I didn't think that lighting was going to be the hardest part of all this, but it absolutely has been. Ah, here we go. Alright, we need jumper plates here. And here. Okay. I love a lot of the newer pieces that make it a lot more comfortable to do some odd things, like the new 1x1 by 2/3 bricks that you can use instead of having to stack 1x1 plates on top of each other. Absolutely fantastic addition to the Lego catalog, in my opinion. I am all for those. Okay, got 2 of these. We got 4 of these. We have... This goes here and here. Okay, and then I need panels. Man, I'm so used to the way that modern Lego sets divvy up pieces. I keep reaching for piles based on where I would expect pieces to be in a modern set, and then they're just not there, which is really throwing me for a loop here. Okay, we got this. Got 2 of these. And we got this thing. That goes right here. And then we need a little Technic brick. I'm just gonna go here. I think that's everything from that step. Then we have another one of these. We should have a long axle. Where is it? Here it is. It's gonna go through here. And then we get this gear. And that connects to this. Slides all the way through there. Yep, that's where that goes. We're just not going to connect that? Oh, we got to connect it with the gear. That's what it is. I am a little bit dumb. Let's see. There we go. All right. Now that's just going to flop around for the next couple minutes, because we're going to go to the literal opposite end of the model and work on that.
I'm realizing that the title of your video doesn't say what the set is.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh.
I think that's what he was asking.
I don't have a ton more characters in the title. Let's throw that into the description.
Good plan. You want me to hold it up for you?
There we go. Alright. Now that we've solved that very obvious branding issue.
It's a train.
Yes, we're building a train. My favorite thing about being a YouTuber is that literally every single time I have uploaded a video, I have made a mistake that feels like brutally, painfully obvious in retrospect. And I never feel dumb. It just feels like, oh, of course I have to do that. That's a thing that has to happen. It's got a very steep learning curve, but it's been very, like, immediately rewarding would be how I would describe it. I did not. That is a great idea. I want to copy a video link. Have you been promoting it to other people?
Yes, I've been sending it to a ton of people.
Y'all, get yourself a publicist if you're going to be a YouTuber. I realize that technically my publicist is literally just my spouse, but... yeah, that's the channel. Okay, where is this other piece? I'm a little annoyed because I wanted to get smaller trays like this, and Target was all out of them. So... hopefully in future, specifically, you know, next week when the Avengers Tower comes out, I'm going to have smaller... Is my audio super crunchy?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. The other one was in here, so I know that you're in here. Stop hiding from me. There we go. That took me longer than it should have. That was not a difficult step. I'm just bad at my job. Speaking of being bad at my job, I missed another step. Where is that step that I missed? Ah. Okay. As you wish. Alright, then we have a bunch of these that we have to do. So we have 1x4s here, and then 1x2s in front of them. So I got those. Where does this piece go? Speaking of my favorite changes made to packaging and instructions, gosh darn it.
Here's the setting.
Yeah, same. My favorite thing that they've changed about LEGO packaging and instructions is in the bigger sets, they have a little red outline that they throw around all the new pieces in a step. And oh my gosh, the like immediate increase in ability to actually do a step is so substantial. Wow, we are really backlit. I wonder if I could.
Oh, that's me on the back.
Yeah. That seems better?
I think it's better.
It's definitely better than it was. Although it's worse on my face, but I think it's better on the focal point. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. I don't know if I'm happy or sad to discover that the instructions are nearly as illegible on the physical paper copy as they are on the digital copy. So maybe I should just like recreate the Emerald Knight in Studio so I can create actual quality instructions for this set. Because it makes me really sad that it's like painful to build. There we go. 2, 4, 2, 1. I need 2 of these. Oh, I need 2 of these in brown. I think something I think is among the most interesting elements of this set is how much effort has to go into accommodating the gearbox, because it does not want to fit in this little gap here. All right.
I got you. These are they knock down all of the little Chitauri.
I've been collecting Thanos' army in preparation for the Avengers Tower, so that we can have someone to avenge upon. Oh, no, 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 no. Do not tape yourself. What was that?
I was just thinking to myself.
Alright. First time in the set, we are going to hand over to Butterfly for stickering.
This is what I'm here for.
They don't have numbers.
What don't have numbers?
The stickers.
Oh, that's beautiful. We don't like that at all.
No one liked that. Alright.
Okay.
Let's see what we're doing down here.
Yes. What piece? Any pieces though. Oh, they're attached to the thing already.
If it would be easier to attach them, the stickers unattached, you can pop them off.
I will pop them off, and then you can keep. Well, I don't know if you take them off. It looks like they're under things.
No, I don't.
I'm just dumb. It's fine.
There you go.
Okay, you keep doing Lego stuff because it's gonna be boring.
It's the stream.
for me.
Okay. But it's these two.
Those two.
And you see the ones.
I got
Cool.
you.
All right. Yeah, I'm very anxious about this sticker set because buying the stickers for this set by themselves off of Bricklink.
See it again.
I'll move the instructions back over here. Buying the stickers by themselves off of Bricklink is legitimately like $70 in and of itself. So Jay has been practicing doing stickers for me for like 2 years, and this is the Herculean trial.
These stickers are not as good as the new stickers. They literally picked my fingerprints up.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need to be careful with that. So you just need to touch them as little as possible.
Avoid touching old stickers. So I guess if you're curious whether or not LEGO has actually improved its products, the answer is yes. At a bare minimum, the stickers now are better than they used to be.
Okay. There you go.
Very nice. I think you got those exactly
Perfect.
mirrored. Yeah, I get anxious doing the stickers on brand new sets.
I take constructive criticism. Sometimes I do redo the stickers.
Occasionally we have had to do a sticker like 3 times because I'm feeling particularly particular. I think my least favorite part of this is the way that all the black pieces look gray in the instructions. Because I keep having to... Ah, the focus got bad.
Or that one time when we got the speed champion from Bricks and Minifigs, and
Yeah, we got a used copy of the Dodge Charger, the really pretty purple one, and the stickers looked, you know, not
Like
to be
a
mean,
child.
but like a child had done them. And I was sitting there going, you know, this is a car that I want, but it looks like a child put it together. And Jay was like, sorry, do you want me to be using your name or no? Okay. Butterfly was like, just get it and I'll redo the stickers. And I was like, are you sure? That sounds not possible. And then they did it. It was absolutely incredible.
it wasn't that hard. I actually did it in line for a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, we left Bricks and Minifigs where we bought it secondhand, and while we were waiting for hot dogs at J-Dog's, they popped off all the problem stickers and fixed them. I think one of them was upside down, which was really funny. But now it's just on display with our other speed champions, and it looks just as good as any of the rest of them, which is actually pretty cool. Even used Lego is good Lego, in my opinion. You can find a use for anything. I love finding like stickered and printed parts from old sets where it's just unfathomable what the original purpose of the sticker was. Did I put this on the wrong end? I did put this on the wrong end. And then I needed... I skipped this entire upper step. Or not the entire upper step. I skipped exactly 2 pieces, but it was enough to potentially be a problem.
It really attests to Lego's quality of stickers, though. The fact that you can take take them off and replace them and still have them look okay?
Yeah, they end up looking, you know, actually decent even when you've had to pull them apart. Okay, I put this on wrong.
You should show them how many brick separators you have in your drawer.
Pro tip. Always keep a brick separator handy. Second pro tip, find a way to get rid of your brick separators. Because otherwise you end up with just a mess of more than you know what to do with.
That's like a fourth of the amount that they have in this drawer.
I just have a massive pile of brick separators that never get loved because I have 2 out, and that is enough for me to have the ones that I need when I need them. Okay. Right now we're building the cabin, and the whole thing is actually pretty neat because the walls are built at a half stud offset. So most of the train is 6 studs wide, but the cabin's actually 7 studs wide. Which in my opinion is pretty stinking cool. I'm really hoping that the Orient Express lives up to my expectations here. Because they have been set rather high by this set, which again is like a decade old.
And LEGO does make some pretty quality trains.
It's really funny because train fans absolutely hate Harry Potter fans. Because Harry Potter is the only place that you've been able to get a LEGO steam engine for, you know, since this train existed. Which is just wildly comedic.
There, I have now made you a trash bag so that I stop drowning from LEGO trash.
Victory.
I was just ankle deep in the bag packaging.
Yeah, in newer sets, this amount of pieces I think would be split across 2 or 3 bags. Like, they would not do this all at once anymore.
Yeah, that's a lot of pieces in front of you.
Back when I was a kid, we had to do all of our Legos from a single pile. You kids nowadays have it so easy with your individually parted out bags by size. Yeah, controversial opinion, but that it's objectively better now.
Yeah. No, my biggest like flex as a kid was that I actually like started an entire like LEGO economy where I would build like little like furniture pieces for my siblings to put in their houses, and I would sell it to them for the little mini studs, and I like started an entire economy that way.
That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah. And our favorite thing was to make like just progressively more ridiculously large remotes by taking one of these little pieces and just putting studs on it. And we call them TV remotes.
Ah, yes. Let me just go get my TV remote. Hold on, I need to find the forklift. It's only slightly larger than myself. Did I miss another step? Honestly, I should just compare build experiences against this set, because I'm so biased in favor of this set, and yet the build experience is so miserable because the instructions are so terrible. that I'll just think every build experience is good for the rest of forever.
What about the hoopty?
I might still hate the hoopty.
That's what I thought. Well, I mean, in my opinion, the worst build experience was the Hulkbuster because you strained your wrists building that one.
That's right. Where are my braces?
Oh, yeah, I need to go get those for you. They're in the living room last time I saw them.
That sounds right. Yeah, I have a really bad habit of building really large Lego sets entirely in a single sitting and hurting my wrists by doing so. I do think this is interesting. This is something I had never seen in a Lego set outside of this one, really.
I'm back with you.
I'm not going to put them on just yet, but they're going to have them available.
Okay, cool. They're right here.
Yeah, something I had never seen in a Lego set up until this one, and, you know, have not seen anywhere else, is building supports, because these get taken off. They get replaced with the fore and rear wheels. Eventually. I've never seen a build do that before.
Okay, I'm gonna exit the live now because I think we've got most of the technical stuff figured out, and we're gonna let chat inform us if something's going wrong.
Yes. Hear that, chat? We are turning off our copy of the stream where we've been monitoring everything. So if something goes wrong, you have to let us know very, very quickly. Ideally with lots of exclamation points and screaming. Because otherwise we're not going to know.
My phone's dying is the real issue, so that's why I had to turn it off. But I was ending up feeling a little bit like a DJ because everything was at like a 20-second delay.
That's hilarious.
It was making it kind of hard to talk.
Speech jammer.
Mm-hmm. You're down again. There you go.
I'm finding...
Scarf's ready.
Thank you, Scarf. I appreciate you being willing to take responsibility for that. I love all my viewers equally, but I love you extra equally. How did I even do this?
I don't know.
I somehow procured this piece in the wrong color. There we go. Ah, we are caught in my headphones cord.
That's not great.
Do we have any Swifties in the chat? Loaded question, I know.
Why are you asking?
I'm going to make a great joke if anybody's going to understand it.
Well, I will understand it, so you should say it for me.
Brown, we will appreciate anything you do or don't send. If you feel extra guilty about not being able to send exclamation marks, you could give my D&D character extra magic items.
Oh.
Yes! So, Brown 567 is actually one of my friends in the real world and is studying mechanical engineering. Yeah. So as soon as I submitted the order for this copy of the set, which is new in box and, you know, brand new, gorgeous, and will be my display copy.
They have had so much restraint, because this has been sitting in our apartment for like what, a year?
Like 7 months or something.
Yeah.
It's been just sitting on the bedroom floor, and I've had to be good and not, you know, shred the packaging and build it. Electrical engineering, cool. But yeah, as soon as we put the order in for this one, I was like, hey, so my current copy, which I have a used copy that I got a couple years back, is, yes, I got it for my birthday from my special person. But there's no reason to keep that as a display copy. And so I can, you know, tear that apart and change the way that it's built and all that kind of stuff without feeling guilty about it. And so something I want to do is, I've seen people complain about motorized Emerald Knights not running properly. So I'm going to try and motorize this by taking it apart and rebuilding the inside. And Brown 567 actually helped me, you know, reverse engineer the drivetrain and make sure everything would be compatible with modern Lego motors and everything, which is really cool.
You have a lot of cool friends with a lot of random skills.
Yeah, having friends with, you know, really, really unexpected skills is the nicest part about being an adult. Because I can just, like, go into the group chat and be like, hey, does anybody know how to gear up a gearbox? And someone just goes, yeah, I've got that skill. Let's hang out and do that this weekend. Cursed magic ring, let's go. Yeah, but what's the curse? Because, like, as long as it's interesting.
Hi, spouse.
Hello, spouse. We love you. Oh, I have an idea. Cursed ring of accidentally seducing goblins.
What? We're playing a module where pretty much we're only fighting goblins as like the lower level minion guys. Oh, that's a problem, babe.
If every goblin is in love with me, I can't be killed. It's secretly a ring of immortality. I guess giving off bright light is technically invisibility, because whatever is looking at you is going to get blinded and be unable to see you.
That feels like biblically accurate invisibility.
Biblically accurate invisibility, let's go.
Because, like, that's kind of what angels do, isn't it? Like, give off intense light that you can't really look at. What?
Brown 567, are you proposing to make my character a biblically accurate angel? Oh, one other thing. I am going to... obviously the VOD is going to stay up on YouTube because that's what the VODs on YouTube do. But also, I am going to take all the footage from this stream and do an edited highlights video. So that ought to be fun.
I mean, we are fighting a person who's slowly trying to turn themselves into a demon. So, like, kind of be awesome if you went the other direction.
What if instead of daylight, it's moonlight? Okay, we got more stickers for you.
Alright. This
This
is what I'm
is-
here for, guys.
a lot of the stickers all at once.
Oh, fun. The clear ones make me feel like I'm getting fingerprinted, you know?
Yeah, they're a little bit stressful.
Okay, what we got? Okay, so... Why are they showing me how to do it upside down?
Because it's mirrored, and these are old instructions.
Oh.
You're basically doing this, which is upside right, for this one. And then you're just going to mirror what you did over here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm going to start with the little sticker that says Emerald Pine.
Perfect. That one should be the easy one.
Yeah.
The tricky part is making sure that the highlights on the windows all point the same way. So there should be...
Yes, because it's wrong on your
Yes.
other copies.
So you should have a gold bar on the outside edge of each of these. And the window should have the same highlights. Because, you know, we like our stickers extra confusing.
If anybody wants sticker tips for Legos, I mean, I've got plenty, so.
The correct pluralization is Lego.
I apologize.
Today on I Get Pedantic and Have to Sleep in the Living Room.
I wouldn't make you sleep in the living room for being pedantic. It's cute when you're pedantic.
That's true. I have never slept in the living room as a punishment for me.
You did it on accident.
I have done it on accident. I am going to just own up to that one right away because it will be easier if I do. But also, I will occasionally threaten to sleep in the living room because my snuggles are apparently worth their weight in gold.
The context you're missing is so that I will actually go to bed.
Yeah, getting them to go to bed is difficult after a certain level of lateness is surpassed.
Fair. Okay, now we're at the tricky part.
Yeah, so I might give some guidance on this bit.
I am okay with that.
You're gonna take these two exactly as they are. And they're gonna go on this one. Yeah, so these highlights are, yeah, so these ones go on this one with the highlight pointing down in that way, and then these two go on this one with the highlight pointing down in that way.
Okay.
So down and towards the mirror that's
So you have
hypothetically
that towards
between
you.
them.
Okay. And these yellow things are supposed to go on the outside?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, no pressure, but Michael will cry if I do this wrong. The camera had to close its eyes, it couldn't launch.
100 sub special. Michael cries on camera. It's like performing heart surgery, but if it goes wrong, it's actually worse. If heart surgery goes wrong... Thank you so much! Sleep well! Yeah, so when heart surgery goes wrong, the only problem is that you lose a loved one, which doesn't really matter.
Oh my
Holy
God.
cow, that's gorgeous.
You're going on the record with that, babe? Thank you. I'm a little disappointed in that one because it looks slightly crooked to me, but it's fine.
There's also a very slight air bubble.
I know. These stickers are rough. Let me see if I can get the air bubble out.
Only do this so if you are sure you can do it without messing it up. That came out significantly more paranoid than I meant it to.
It's okay. How's that look? Better?
Yes.
Okay.
This is why I married them. Like, they're good for other reasons, but having an on-call sticker doer is... Every Lego person should have an on-call sticker doer. That sounded like I was saying that I'm a Lego person.
You're a minifigure.
I do have a sig fig, and you too could have a sig fig in my Lego City if you check out the Patreon.
Yep.
I think it's the $5 a month tier, so it's not even like expensive.
Okay, these ones go like that, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, $5 a month on the Patreon, and you can throw Legos on the ground. Oops.
Don't throw Legos on the ground.
$1 million Patreon tier. Come to my house, dump out all of my Legos on the floor, and watch me cry as I sort them.
Cry with joy. You like sorting things.
That's true. Jay makes fun of me because, well, not makes fun of, but like gently teases, lovingly, adoringly, mocks mercilessly.
Keep going.
Because I was one of those kids who was like, ah, yes, the peak way to have fun with my toys is to sit down with all of them and line them up in a row, and then sort them, and then decide that I wanted to sort them a different way, and undo the row, and then resort them.
You're trying to say.
I was autistic.
You are still. Okay, there's the second set.
You are
Your favorite person.
so hot.
Thank you. Alright.
What's the most seductive thing your spouse does? Oh, you know, Lego sticker application.
Yes, I'm very good at
Interesting thing with the sticker sheet is not all of those stickers are going to go on.
it. I was about to ask if we're putting every single one of those numbers on there. That's a lot of numbers. I don't know if you guys can see. It's numbers 1 through 9, it looks like.
No, that's for when I go really crazy and go on Bricklink and order the parts to make 9 extra carriages. Or I guess 8 extra carriages.
I mean,
Or
I'm
something
down
like
for
that.
that. I am always supportive of your Lego endeavors, sweetheart. If you want 8 extra carriages, we can buy you 8 extra carriages.
And that right there is why some people are confused about whether we're married or if they're just my sugar daddy.
Both is good.
Maybe twist this way. Hi.
Oh, hi. Here, it's catching the side of the
I just gotta scoot it forward.
desk.
Hello.
Reveal. I've actually already shown my face like 2 times.
Spouse reveal.
Yeah, that's the real thing I've been waiting for.
Well, yeah, because I think my literal first channel on the video has my face in it. My first video on the channel. Yeah, I'm not like other YouTubers. Instead of releasing a video on my channel when I want to release content, I release a new channel and then put the same video on it. This definitely hasn't hurt my subscriber retention.
You are ridiculous.
Ridiculously attractive.
Oh, I didn't say that you weren't.
Ridiculously good at doing Legos.
Yes, that is actually quite clearly a thing. I don't always recognize your Lego prowess, and then I try to do a Lego set with you, and I go, wow, you finished that way faster than I did.
Yeah, so little sneak peek for those of you who are hanging out. Jay had a very fun and very ridiculous idea for YouTube Shorts.
Oh, yes.
So what we're gonna do is I'm going to purchase 4+ sets. You know, the sets that are designed for literal toddlers to build them.
I think we have one of them down here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's right here. Like this one. We just purchased this one.
So, you know, it's a tiny motorcycle with Batman and Harley Quinn. It's only 40 pieces. And I'm going to speedrun building it. We're just going to time me and see how long it takes.
It'd be really funny if we actually got a leaderboard started.
Honestly?
That would be a kind of expensive one to continually, like...
Grind.
Yeah.
See, I feel like for it to be fair, because some 4+ sets are like $25 and like 150 pieces, and some of them are like $10 and like 50 pieces. And so you'd have like a leaderboard for each set.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
So you could just take it apart and put it back together.
Yeah, though, I think it would be kind of... it's just kind of a funny meme thing in the first place, though. So we've already filmed a couple, like one of them, but Michael's still trying to figure out how to edit it for shorts. Because, I mean, it's not like everyone wants to watch the entire 4 minutes.
Yeah, I've got to figure out exactly what level of time lapse is going to work for making that into entertainment.
I'm the official shorts ideas person. It's quite funny.
Yeah, they are very desperate to help with the channel, but like a lot of the stuff, you know, if I don't do it, then it's just a different channel. Because like if I record a video, but it's not me, then I'm not the one who recorded it.
Well, I mean, it depends on whether or not, like, you define recording a video as being behind the camera or in front of the camera.
Well, right, but then I'm the cameraman.
That's fair. I was picturing someone else being the one recording you doing it, not being the person in front of the camera.
Yeah, if we record a video for the channel and I'm not in the video, then congrats, that's not a House Spouse Hobbies video.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Channel takeover. I'm gonna talk about psychology. I'm kidding. No one on this channel wants to talk about psychology for good reason.
It's like the Drew Gooden video where it featured his wife and they made the joke that it was her channel now.
Yes.
And all of the comments are just, this is Amanda's channel, go away, Drew.
Yes.
Why are you still here? You are no longer wanted.
Love it.
Honestly, his chat's kind of brutal.
Well, I mean, I guess when you do the kind of dry humor that he does, it kind of makes sense that your chat would, you know, roast you back.
That's fair. I just think it's funny that his chat's sense of humor is better than his.
And there you are, the chat roasting back, sweetheart. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Is it really chat if it's just the comments, though? I guess you call the comments just
well, I mean,
the
you're
comments.
the one who said it, so, like, I'm not going to take responsibility for that one.
I'm just trying to keep talking because this show is more entertaining when I look like an idiot. I'm not wrong.
Fair. I didn't say you were wrong.
More accurately, people are more likely to hang out and stream if
There's talking going on?
if there's something to watch.
True.
And right now it's just kind of me, you know, building a Lego set.
Which is very entertaining, but if you've got ADHD like I do, you need other things to focus on too.
Maybe I should put like Subway Surfers footage up. That's what.
Subway Surfers footage?
Yeah, it's that, you know, mobile game. A lot of YouTubers.
Oh, the dude's jumping?
Yeah, you run down the subway. It's a triple lane auto run type game.
Yeah, those ones tend to give me a little bit of like overstimulation, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah. And you're dead again, babe.
You just stand up and hit the take a picture button.
Take a picture button. There
Perfect.
we go. We're back. I mean, we were never gone, but the Lego set disappeared.
Y'all are back.
Were you talking to the Legos?
I'm not saying that I love them more than I love my chat. But if I had to pick between the two of you...
Darling, I am fully aware that given the choice between anything and Legos, you would choose Legos, and I am not offended by this fact.
The world is full of dichotomies, and the correct response in every single one of them is the Legos.
And see, this is why you have enough dedication to be a Lego person. Like you said, a Lego person.
What's your gender, male or female? Lego?
Accurate, though. I am so happy for you that you got the actually stick.
Me too. I am legitimately thrilled.
They've been like talking about it and worrying about it for the entire duration that we have had this set. So.
Which again, in case you missed it, was like 8 months.
It is impressive. I keep forgetting this word whenever I'm trying to say it. Restraint. That's the word I'm looking for. Because like sometimes they'll get me Lego sets, which I like Lego, but sometimes sitting down and doing a Lego set feels like a lot of commitment. And I have commitment issues when it comes to doing activities. And so sometimes I'll have my Lego set sitting there for like 2 weeks or so. And they will be like...
It drives me crazy.
They'll be like, are you gonna do your Lego set? Are you gonna do your Lego set? And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do the Lego set.
I'm sitting here like, for me to feel joy, I have to have Lego set. And you have sat your Lego set in the Lego room, where it is visible from my desk, and you won't do it! So I just have to sit here all day and go, nope, I can't do that one. I have to feel misery in my soul instead.
Okay. It's very cute how they get around Lego sets that aren't being used. At one point we bought a Lego set as a wedding present for their brother. And
it sat in the back of our car for the 3 weeks between when we purchased it and when he got married.
And they kept going, we could return it and just get a Lego set for me. And I'm like, sweetheart, we need to give your brother a wedding present.
I'm sorry, Jokrat does not deserve $50 worth of Lego as much as I deserve. He also got frickin' Rivendell for his wedding, so I really feel like it would not have been the end of the world if we had returned the orchids and purchased me something that was... I did it again.
You did what again?
I went on a tirade about how I deserve Legos more than everybody else.
Yeah, it's okay. We love you.
It's because I do, but still.
But it was very funny, and darling, it is the principle of the thing. We had bought you like 2 other Lego sets that week.
No, we hadn't.
Well, we'd had several.
I was in like a month-long drought.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That was really
We were poor because he was getting married.
We were not paying for his wedding.
We were not paying for his wedding. That is a viable clarification. However, I will point out we were preparing to take the twins.
We also did not pay for the twins.
We paid for train tickets.
That's true. We did pay for the train ticket.
And we don't have a ton of discretionary money.
Well, that's true. We're working on it. We're getting there.
Nope. Then that locks in place.
But yeah.
It's actually really kind of interesting because it just slides out.
Oh.
And then...
Is that like the steam part of the steam engine?
Yeah, so this is the furnace that the little furnace operator would operate by furnacing it. I'm good at explaining things.
You're great. You're good at it, babe.
The reason that it does that is because in here, these connection points would have been used for the motors that were contemporary at the time. Which is also why this is an odd number of studs wide that we talked about earlier. But you have to be able to put this on and take this off without, destroying the rest of the set. And so it sits on these little flat tiles, slides in, locks in place vertically with a Technic pin, and then you flip this down and it prevents it from sliding back out while the set's built. And then if you get the motor, you can take it off super easy, which I think is really neat. I am going to try with my modern redesign of the set to keep the motor in there, the furnace in there, because modern motors are skinnier, and like we were talking about earlier, there are tons of new options for studs not on top building techniques. So I will probably be able to get the motor in this part of the train up in front, which I'm really excited about.
Heck yeah. And I mean, you've already put the motor in the...
Yeah, I've already determined that the motor is strong enough. And gotten it working, but I'm continuing to mess around with the design.
Oh yes, the furnacer, yeah.
It's my favorite D&D class.
What?
The Furnacer. AKA Phoenix Soul Sorcerer.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I mean, you could also go for like, Wildfire Druid.
Yeah, but druids are boring.
What? What makes your druids boring?
The part where they're druids.
The part where they can turn into animals? That's cool. You could be a shark doll.
Okay, furry.
We just bought a shark bath mat for our bathroom because our old one was really gross. And
On my Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it goes Lego sets, sharks,
and so we got a shark.
human affection, parentheses debatable.
Yeah, well, because Mangle got ice cream on our old one.
Yeah, so for those of you who wants to know what it feels like to be rich but are poor, which is like me, you could do budgeting, or You could buy a Ben and Jerry's and draw a nice hot bath, and then just, do that instead.
You eat the Ben and Jerry's while you're in the bath.
Well, yeah, you don't eat the bath while you're in the Ben and Jerry's. That would be silly.
Yeah, but that would make more sense when you call it an ice cream bath if that was what you were doing.
It's like those football bros who are always taking ice baths, but it's just
of ice cream. Well, I mean, I don't know if you've heard of those, like there are tons of like urban legends or like stuff like that of like the queen who stays forever young by bathing in milk or that kind of thing. You've never heard of this? I've always thought it sounds disgusting.
more like the queen who stays forever a terrible ruler.
Fair. Oh, this was sticky. Ow.
Are you embarrassed yet?
I am always embarrassed. I'm in a perpetual state of embarrassment because I whack myself in the face with my cup.
It's okay. Sometimes I pour water down my front because I miss my mouth in general.
I spill my water bottle at least once a week at work. It's a problem.
And yet, for some reason, their boss still does not see fit to invest in waterproof keyboards.
I spilled it all over my keyboard. I mean, my keyboard still works. So, I don't think it broke it that bad.
You ever get a step ahead of yourself and do it wrong?
Yeah, actually, all the time. That's what is pronounced chaos Legos.
Man, how does it feel to be weak?
Okay. Michael gets a little bit stressed out by me again with doing the Lego sets. Once I start doing the Lego sets, I am not always interested in using the instruction manual.
They look at the box for 45 seconds, and then they get as close to what's on the box as they can, and then if it's not identical, they cry.
Okay, that is not exactly what happened. I mostly use the
100% have cried during a Lego set before.
Okay, yeah, but
Sorry, was that mean?
no, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was true, is what it was. And I mean, you have too, so.
Yeah, but I cry tears of joy.
I mean,
I almost said tears of adulteration. I don't think that's even a thing.
That is not a word.
One, it's not a thing. Two, if it was, I still wouldn't want to do it.
Because it sounds wrong. But yeah, no, Legos are a spiritual experience, sweetheart. So that's why it can be emotional for people. I don't know. I just think
You're
it's more
really
fun.
funny.
Thank you. I try to be. I just think that Legos are more fun when you figure it out yourself sometimes. And it stresses my ankle out because
I want to go off the rails and do both sides at the same time, but this is a train, so we will stay on the rails.
Okay, that was a good one. Yes, we are gonna.
I like how you point at me when I make jokes.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do with my hands?
What's the Will Smith meme? Where he's pointing to his wife.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's a good one. And we are down again. I guess I am here for stickers and making sure the camera doesn't go black on us.
Congratulations, you have a job.
Thank you. I don't know why I did that.
Big boy purse.
So my question is, do our little people have names? She looks like Cassandra.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assumed I was going to get to have a say in this, but apparently I'm having no.
What do you want to name him?
That-
We can always ask chat. They're cute. Boo. Never tell me their
That's Engineer G.
Engineer G, is that his name?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Well, it's his initial, and I have been asked not to say his full name on stream
By whom?
because I'm naming him after brother.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was written in the instructions.
Oh.
So I was like, why would Lego name him something we're not allowed to say on YouTube? But I figured it out.
Professor Scarf, we have a name for people like you.
It's called Chaos Legos. Join me, please.
It's called Outlaws. Driving the trains off the rails is an Outlaws thing to do.
Oh, that's true, and it's also kind of derails trains, and then people die.
Yeah,
or the environment gets hurt.
You're gonna kill at a minimum the person driving it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Mikhail, do you want to join the Deadlock Gang? Is that what you're trying to do here?
Well, if Professor Scarf.
Scorf.
Sorry. If Professor Scarf is the one who drove off the tracks, though, that would imply that they were the ones who were driving the train. Jumps into train and takes them.
I'm realizing I should have created a chat replay window on the stream so that
Oh, people could see it when it comes up?
in the edited video.
Renegade, I love it. Oh, that is the thing we should have done.
I guess I can go back and watch the live replay and pull a screenshot of messages I'm responding to.
Oh, yeah, because if you're doing highlights, yeah, you can do it that way. That sounds good. Because, I mean, VOD, it'll pop up. I've watched the VOD before. You can see the chat mostly. So,
Yeah.
well,
Vodes.
should we name...
All right, sticker time.
Oh, yes, more stickers. This is what I'm here for, guys. Okay. I'm not looking forward to those white stickers. I'm really hoping it's not those ones.
These two?
Yes. oh, did I speak too soon?
I think they're identical and, you know, rotationally symmetrical, so I think we're fine. So
Big word.
pick either of them.
Mm-hmm.
Place the corner facing down and towards the back.
Is it this piece?
Yes, it's that
Okay,
piece.
that's like the only piece that looks like it's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then get the highlight facing down into the back.
Down and to the back.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, everybody hold their breaths for me, please. I wasn't meaning you.
I can't breathe.
Please breathe.
That sounded vaguely soundy.
Sure, that is
Vaguely-
definitely a way to put that.
Vaguely inappropriate.
Vaguely soundy. Okay, now does this one go the same direction? Like down and
Down into the back, but on the opposite side.
like that?
That way.
I did it correctly on that one, but it's mirrored on this one. Okay. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Tips with Butterfly on how to do Lego stickers. If you're doing one of those long stickers on one of those, on a tile like this, if you're doing one of the long stickers, I found it works best to line up the little tiny short side, make sure it's straight, and then lay it that way. 'Cause it's easier to get it not crooked.
I need to get a jingle, like commission a jingle for Tips with Bug. And then you just come on the stream, lay down some wisdom, and plays Tips with Bug. I'm realizing that I may have just copied the by and large jingle from Wall-E.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Be
actually,
here.
I don't want to be associated with that company.
Yeah, that company is not only evil, it's consistently evil across the Pixar universe.
Oh, what else are they in?
I think they're the department store in Toy Story.
Oh, that makes sense. A lot of things connect back to Toy Story, probably because Toy Story was like one of the first things they made, and so they like to like.
I think it's funny how they like to reference it because, you know, it's the one that, you know, kickstarted the Nightmare Factory. Hi, I don't like movies.
You just don't like early Pixar in particular because you think that it's terrifying.
I don't like watching movies in general because I don't like sitting in a dark room for 2 hours and not being able to do other things.
That is the creepiest way you could have put that. Keep going.
Congrats, that's what a movie theater is.
Touche.
Sitting still in a dark room surrounded by strangers. What do you want me to describe it as?
I don't know.
The most fun I ever had in a movie theater was when I got jump scared during the first Hunger Games movie by the mutations jumping out, which, you know, is intended to be a jump scare. So good job, people who made the movie, I guess. But I accidentally yeeted my soda,
Oh no.
and my friend who I had gone with had the, like, Cinemark free refills uber mega large soda cups.
Oh no.
So I had like a 42-ounce soda or 44-ounce or whatever that I hadn't drunk from at all during the movie because I was stressed for the entire movie because it's the Hunger Games, that was full of orange soda, and I threw it down the aisle.
I was like, why did you watch that one in theaters? And then I'm thinking back, and I think I may have watched that one in theaters too. So
'Twas a cultural phenomenon, and then we missed all of the commentary.
yeah, I did watch it in person because I remember being extremely distressed. This is just a very me thing, so it's gonna make you laugh. I mean, remember being extremely stressed that we were watching it just like the people in the Capitol are watching the Hunger Games and feeling like really upset and guilty about it because I'm like, this shouldn't be a movie.
Congrats, as a small child, you picked up on the commentary in a way that most people didn't.
Yeah, it was weird.
I was distressed because one of the tributes from, I think, District 3 looked exactly like my younger brother.
Oh, that's very
And so I got to watch that kid die and have a panic attack about it.
That is very stressful.
I'm just going to send a letter to everyone in Hollywood that just says, for future reference, you're not allowed to cast anyone who looks like this and just include my family picture.
Okay, but question. Are they allowed to cast them in, like, non-violent movies where no one dies or gets hurt? Also, if one of your siblings decides to take up acting...
I'll ruin their career for purposes of sating my own anxiety.
You could just not watch the movies they're in. This is all hypothetical. None of their siblings are currently in acting. What?
That was the music.
Oh, can you hear the music?
Yes.
Oh, that explains it. I
Okay.
could hear it when it was on stream. It was playing through the stream.
You're going to do this 10194. It has blank space off to this side. So that's the one that's going on. It goes on this piece. Got it.
Yes, got it.
Perfect.
Okay, see, this is a demonstration of what I was talking about earlier. If you're putting a long sticker on one of these pieces, then what you want to do is line up the short end, this top part, with the side of it. It's easier to get it straight than trying to line up the whole, like...
Has anyone ever told you you're beautiful?
You tell me it a lot.
Sorry, the anniversary stream or the milestone stream is actually Michael flirts with their spouse for several hours consecutively.
Oops. No, that was not about the Lego sticker. I'm realizing that made it sounded like the sticker. The sticker looks really great.
Sticker does look really great.
Thank you. You're just buttering me up so I put on your stickers better.
Well, if I stress you out, you're going to put them on worse, and I don't want that.
I'm teasing you. They are a very nice and sweet person to me regularly.
I only feel love for my spouse when they do my Lego stickers right.
You did that in like a Chad voice? Like the voice you make when you're making fun of Chad.
Pro tip, Giga Chads are silly. So, Mademoiselle Scorf, you said you've been playing the new Oblivion Override update? Thank you, my dear.
You are welcome.
You have earned my love for another day. It's a good thing you think I'm funny, because otherwise I would be homeless.
I mean, that is unfortunately rather literal, but you know, the economy.
Yeah, if you didn't think I was funny, I would have failed out of BYU and lost my student housing and been thrown to the wolves because Christianity or something. Now it's the other one, same deal. There's empty space that goes towards the back.
Okay.
So it should
That
line up
makes
in the middle.
Yeah.
No, I'm not giving additional context on that, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm also sitting here going, I really need to not start my homelessness rant. I work in homeless services.
Because I married a cool person.
Thank you.
And then proceeded to make a Lego YouTube channel.
All of us do different things for society. And you bring joy.
Have you seen the Marie Kondo Communist Uprising post?
I have not.
Not to steal jokes on the internet for clout, but basically, it goes something to the effect of, you know, there's a communist revolution happening and Marie Kondo is leading it, and
Oh, I have seen that one.
she holds up Jeff Bezos. And it's like, does this one spark joy? And the crowd cheers no, and he gets summarily executed.
Oh, yeah. Scarf answered you. I'm monitoring chat for them now, apparently.
Across this side, the little one.
Oh, no.
I know, this is the worst sticker.
Okay. Remind me which sticker this is? And then we will respond to Scarf.
White numbers.
Okay. Where does it go? Let me just see that. Just hand me the instructions.
I'm working on it. There's just a train in the way.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I mean, I wonder why. Okay. Now you can talk to chat and I'll figure it out. Perfect. I got it.
I am going to choose to not be particular about making sure all the logos line up, because if I do, you're going to kill me.
I would not kill you. I would just cry.
Okay, maybe you would deserve to kill me, though.
You're like, I would kill myself. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry, folks.
Anyways, higher alert levels bring higher boss difficulties. That's terrifying, actually.
With Oblivion Override?
Yes.
Oh, have you not played the newest update?
I have not yet.
What?
I know. I keep intending to stream it, but the problem is I have made 1,000,010 commitments in my life. Alert 6 through 8. Yes, what about them? Oh, wait, did they add higher boss difficulties to the alerts 1 through 5? I may never clear this game again. I mean, I'm gonna try my best, but...
It'll be amusing. There you go. How's that look?
Not only did you do amazing, but you lined it up with the logos, so...
I know. Well, you said you didn't want to... so I did it for you, because I care about you. And
Hear that, folks? I am the most important person who has ever lived.
There you go. My work is done.
At least in the lives of very specific individuals.
What they're talking about is the Lego logos on the stud pieces. They like it when those all line up with each other. And so I made sure that it lined up with the sticker that I was putting on, so they were facing the same direction.
I am blessed. No, I'm hashtag blessed. What, I want to be like Romeo.
Okay, that has way too many layers to explain.
Hashtag deep cut. So what does alert 6 through 8 do then? I know I said this was going to be a Q&A, but I didn't think I was going to be Q&A'ing my audience.
I mean, that's your fault, so.
Y'all ready for a fun stream? I'm interrogating you.
Yeah, Oblivion Override's a, you have, is it like an early access game that you've been playing, or?
Kind of. I think it's technically early access, yeah. It's a roguelike platformer. That I picked up. It's really good. I played it on stream a number of times, so if you are interested in checking it out, highly recommend it. It's...
Got a hair in there. Oh, and you still have that access code, one of the access codes to raffle out for when you're playing it next.
Yeah, I've got a download code that the devs gave me that I was not able to give away the last time I streamed it, but the last time I streamed it, I had way fewer followers, like 7 instead of 100.
160.
So I need to stream again so I can give that away. And new update is a great time to do that.
Yes. Yeah.
So
that is a great plan.
I may try and do that while we have downtime in Washington or something.
Oh, not a bad plan. LRTS. What does that stand for?
Alerts.
Thank you. That was very educational.
Maybe like Lego rail train system or something?
Oh, I can see that.
Alright, now it's the best part. We get to put on the shiny printed pieces, and they're the good ones like we were talking about earlier. Ugh, it actually connects like a piece.
You've been having a hard time keeping the other ones on your other train.
Yeah, my used copy has the other older version of this piece. And there's one of them that's so loose that I literally just had to sandwich it between 2 pieces so that it won't come off.
It's a problem.
Huh. The printing on those does not line up exactly.
Hey,
That one's curved! Why are those two curved?
that one's not my fault because they're not stickers. So, unfortunately, that means I also can't fix them. But
Dearest Lego, you have betrayed me.
you betrayed me, what, like 10 years ago? 15 years ago? I am sure they have done the do better by this point.
Do better. Then perish.
How many years ago? Was it 2008 to 2010?
I think it was 2008 to 2011.
2008 to 2011. Then that was... Why am I trying to do math on stream?
Yeah, this is on you.
I know, it's my fault. I'm gonna go with 11 because this seems to be one of the newer sets. And let's see. I could do this. The 12 years ago. Cause one, yeah. There we go. 12 years ago.
It's actually rather interesting that some of those are curved, though. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, maybe it's just like the fluke of the way they were printing them.
Because most of them look really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if I write Lego and I'm like, hey, so I got a set from a decade ago.
I don't think they'd even have any pieces left over to send you, darling.
Maybe they'd print me some.
I mean, you could make a video on it. Will Lego actually send me replacement pieces to this decades-old set?
Dear Lego, uwu please.
Oh.
Man, this train looks so good.
It's very shiny, which the other one was not as shiny because it was older. Well, I mean, they're around the same age, but you know what I mean.
It was sun damaged, probably.
Yeah, because it was out.
It was insufficiently loved.
Darling.
What?
I don't know. But that way it's not stressful to be your display copy. I mean, you're not display copy, you're
My play copy.
Play copy, that's the word. So the room we're in is actually pretty small. But we have a lot of Legos in it for how big it is. We want to do eventually is get a house with a basement, but that is like 5 to 10 years down the road, if not more.
If you want to see a full train layout, check out the Patreon. I will do one. If we can afford a bigger living space, I will get a table and I will do a train layout in the city.
Heck yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a promise or a threat.
And that's my job.
I'm glad I opted to do the stream on a day when you were available.
Yeah, this has been fun. Oh, I knocked Gollum's arm off. I picked up the mini Gollum that we have from, like, he's old. How old is this Gollum?
That one's from when I was in high school, so 2012-ish.
And I was playing with him, and I knocked his arm off, so I'm gonna put him back. His arm's back on because he's hanging up. I probably shouldn't whisper. I don't think people will be able to hear me if I whisper.
People may not be able to hear you in general.
Oh, you can hear me fairly well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you are louder than me.
I am louder than you.
You're what the kids call... I had a word for it and then it disappeared.
A good set of lungs. No, I'm being silly.
A theater kid.
Yes, that, well, relatively, yes. As much of a theater kid as you can be. And when you don't have a theater to be a part of as much, sort of. It's complicated.
I saw a Twitter post today that said it's impossible to come up with a slur for theater people because anyone who would pay for a college degree to learn how to crawl around on all fours and pretend to be a cat doesn't have any shame and cannot be humiliated.
That is a power move. I can see that as a power move.
Anyone who would willingly and intentionally go into the same industry that created cats, you are immune to mockery.
I will get it.
We have a runner.
We've intercepted him. And he's back.
Grazie.
That sticker does look really good.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I am giving myself my own compliments, but Michael's also giving them to me, so.
Yeah, you get amply rewarded for the work that you do in this collection.
I do. So this is the engine, and then we've got 2 cars?
Yes. I underestimated how long this stream was going to be. I think because I overestimated the packaging, which we've already discussed.
Yes. I knew it was probably going to take a fair amount of time. Now we are passing my bedtime, but
That just means you're going to get more entertaining.
you're not wrong.
Bedtime around here is great because I go, it's bedtime, and they go, no, it's not, and I go, I'm pretty sure it is, and they go, I'm going to be silly now to prove that it's not bedtime, and then that lasts until the crying starts.
The rule on the weekends is I'm allowed to stay up as long as I want to, as long as I don't cry.
That is true. That is the rule.
And I'm not crying, so we're fine. No problems here. No. I have a tendency to need a very strict bedtime. We did take a pretty long nap earlier today, though, so that's probably why I'm not tired yet.
I'm trusting the excited to help out on the channel adrenaline to carry you through.
Fair.
Because they've been adorable. Every, 2 days, they go, is there anything I can do to help on the channel? And I'm like, I don't have anything. So, the fact that I've been able to just give them jobs all day about, hey, this stream, we're going to need extra help. Can you do this, this, and this? It's been like playing with a puppy for the first time in 6 months.
Speaking of which, do you have enough water?
Good question. I don't think I've had any since I started the stream.
Well, maybe you should drink some water. Chad can attest to the fact that I have been drinking water this entire time.
To be fair, my hands have also been full.
That's fair, that's fair. I have less to do with my hands.
And you have ADHD, so naturally your brain went, well, the only thing to do is drink water, so we're going to do a lot of that.
Fair. It's also kind of warm in here.
It is very warm in here.
I'm going to open the door.
Alright, it's time to open the big chunker pieces.
Yeah, the reason I closed it earlier is because you could hear our roommate's cat. He gets very lonely on Saturday nights when she's out. And he'll be very, very loud.
Mint issues.
I mean, I feel like some cats and most dogs have those. What are those pieces?
They are called flex tubing. And they are very long. They're slightly bendy. Do not bend them.
I'm not gonna bend them.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay, now I immediately want to bend them.
Yeah,
so
I know.
put them down.
This is why I felt the need to...
I'm not always able to predict my impulses.
I am.
Touche.
You are incredibly predictable to anyone who is not you. It's kind of adorable and a little bit hilarious.
Fair. I almost knocked the computer off. So part of the reason this stream took so long to get set up, and now we're at 160 subscribers instead of just 100, is because we have been literally fighting with cameras to try and get this to work. Because normally they record on my phone.
And phones, specifically of the Apple variety, are temperamental when you try to make them connect to something that, isn't an Apple product.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I have a beast of a gaming rig that is running on Windows.
So we've been trying to get a camera to work, and we have a friend, the videographer friend.
Yes, we have my camera guy. He's finishing his activity at 11, so I might just send you to grab him.
I'd be down with that. Speaking of that, what is this camera tag that we're using?
Asherveer.
Asherveer.
Good luck.
I'm just gonna call him Ash
Ash is acceptable.
because I'm not sure if I can say that whole thing multiple times in a row. So Ash has been coming over and bringing his camera, but they messed around with his camera for like 4 or 5 times and just could not get it to work.
Yeah, like I said, it's the only Canon Rebel series DSLR. Yeah, exactly, Professor Scarf. But Ash has the only Canon Rebel DSLR that not only so some of them have native clean HDMI out and some of them don't, which is fine. That's just camera features. But we somehow ended up with the only Canon DSLR where third-party software doesn't exist to give it clean HDMI out.
Which
Is honestly impressive at that point.
yeah. So they momentarily considered using his like very old camcorder.
It's like a Sony Handycam. We booted the thing up for the first time and it was like, welcome to January 1st, 2015. And we're like, optimistic, but no.
So that went on for like a couple weeks. So finally what we decided to do was check out a camera from the library, which is what we're using right now. It's the overhead camera. And that worked. But we had to wait a couple weeks for it because obviously it's a camera at the library that we had to put on hold.
Yeah, we got it at the literal worst possible time because we got it at a weekend where Ash is busy and so he was not available to help me, manage any of the testing or setup of the camera. But also, Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to Dragonsteel with my younger brother, which is a convention for the author Brandon Sanderson. And then on Tuesday night, we leave town. And so by the time we get back, we're going to have to take the camera back.
Yep, so that's very entertaining. And so we had to do it this weekend. But, the person at the library, the librarian, like most librarians, are just so chill. He was great. I called him, like, every day for, like, a week, to try and get the camera. And he was super sweet about it. So we were able to get the camera, and so we're very happy about that. And we don't technically have to return it until after we get back.
Oh, we don't?
The library is closed. Friday, Saturday. Not Friday, Saturday. Well,
Monday, Tuesday?
it's closed Thursday, Friday.
Ah.
And they actually, are they closed on Saturday too? Maybe they're open briefly on Saturday. But he said to not worry about to getting it back until the 27th.
Oh, cool. That means we can use it for the Avengers Tower.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That one's something we were very excited about. Speaking of Dream Lego sets.
Yeah, so the Avengers Tower is not necessarily a Dream Lego set because none of the previous ones were that great. But
3 feet tall.
they announced this one and it was like, well, I didn't know I wanted an Avengers Tower, but I want an Avengers Tower.
So yeah, so we have made space in the small room that's my job, for the 3-foot tower, Avengers Tower, and it is exciting. This thing's gonna be massive. Michael is not allowed to build it without their braces, because last time we got them a massive set, they, like we said earlier, sprained their wrists again. So gotta be careful with those wrists. Somehow I got my elbow wet. I don't know what I did, but now my elbow is wet. And I don't like it.
You are darling.
Thank you.
I might mess around with these to figure out how to make the curved decals as unobtrusive as possible because they do kind of stick out when they pop up.
Fair. Well, I mean, that's one that'll be easy to mess around with, though.
And I ought not do it on stream.
Yeah.
Hi, yes, I'm a normal person. I say things like I ought not do that.
I mean, this is why you and Teminite get along.
That's true. The music that's playing is by my favorite EDM artist. He goes by Temanite. His name's Sam, and he's delightful. He did a whole album of pirate dubstep. So if you're a fan of dubstep and or pirates, can recommend.
Those two are good things. Those are both very good things.
But I messaged him on Facebook when I was getting started streaming, and was like, hey, I'm getting started streaming. I'm relatively small. If you remember, I emailed you when I was like 15 and got your permission to use one of your songs in a school project. And then, more recently, we met at your concert, and I had homemade merch because you don't have proper merch yet. And I'd like to use your music while I'm streaming. And he responded, feel free to use my music whilst streaming, which was just the most darling and delightful response that could have ever happened. Made me very happy.
Yes. Ooh, hey, it's really coming together.
Yeah, we've, it looks like a train now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Now you pop these things off.
Oh, those come. Why?
Because those were just supports to keep it together while you were building it.
Oh, that's super interesting.
It's super interesting and really, really odd. Because, like I said, this is the only set I've ever encountered that does something like that.
Do you end up using those pieces later, or are they just like extra pieces now?
I think I'm going to use some of them right now.
Well, cool.
Not you. You weren't supposed to be on there in the first place. Where did you even come from?
Probably you set it down one time and then accidentally got put in the bottom.
We missed. Scarf said, yay, happiness.
Oh, darn it. Now we don't know what that was about. Oh, it's probably about the Lego train coming together.
Fair.
Yes, it actually looks like a train, which is good because it is a train. We're glad it looks like a train and not like something else.
Pro tip. Trains are best when they look like trains, because if they don't look like trains, they might not actually be trains.
What would they be instead?
Cars.
Ah, yes. I mean, actually, I have seen a car driving on train tracks before.
AKA Satan's phone booth. Don't ask me what that means. I don't have an answer.
Okay.
Were you going to?
I don't know. I've seen a car driving on train tracks before, because I don't know if you've ever seen, like, when they're repairing train tracks, sometimes they will put a car in, like, this contraption so they can drive the car on the train tracks to bring supplies to the part where they're fixing the train tracks.
Those cars are acceptable.
Fair, because then they become their honorary trains. And I know this because they were repairing the train tracks that I take to work. They're always repairing the train tracks.
Yeah, they have to repair those often because the motorists are morons and like to park there and then wait for a train to come kill them. I'm sure that's not the motivation, but that's what happens.
Do not, okay, use brains around trains. Do not get hit by a train if you're in a car.
Be responsible if you are near train tracks, because if a train hits you, not only will it definitely win, I do not care about your jacked Ford F-150, I won't mourn your loss either.
Can you tell this person really likes trains?
Trains are better than people.
Okay, babe, maybe we should retract that statement. It sounds a lot like Kristoff reindeers.
Exactly. I'm just modern day Kristoff. Reindeers are better than people. Well, yeah, in the modern era, train deers are better than people.
Oh, you are ridiculous.
Goes up to a listic person. What do you think of train deers?
Oh yeah, that's a cool piece. Is that where?
Yeah, so that is designed to get the cord for the motor out of the way, which is kind of neato. I had to modify it because the cord is a different length on the modern.
Scarf is taking her advice about trains.
I trust Scarf. Scarf isn't a terrible person about trains. We used to ride the train to work together.
I sometimes ride the train home from work with them.
Scorf.
Yes, when we have D&D. What are those things?
They're Bubba Rands.
What do they do?
They give the wheels traction.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, they only do
you
that...
want help?
I would like help staying on screen.
Ah, fair.
They only work if you get them on there, though. That's the hard part.
Ah, fair. It looks fun. I want to try.
Okay, you can do that one, I guess. Trains do rock.
Particularly when they're going quickly. Sorry, that was a really bad joke. I fixed it. There you go. I think that all...
There is not a rubber band for that
Darn
one.
it, I was excited. I wanted to do another one. It's fine. I forgive the train.
There are two more, Jay. You
Oh,
just have to
good.
be patient.
Good. I just have to be patient. Sometimes when we're doing a Lego set together, where Michael is doing most of the Lego set and I'm just watching because we're hanging out, I will decide that I want to do random parts of the set, and they let me, and I appreciate that. That's what true love is when they let you do random parts of the
Here are
set
rubber
because you
bands.
decided it's interesting.
These two are the ones that need
Sounds good.
and this needs to go in the garbage. Alright, while we wait for Jay to complete that submodel for us.
There you go. One more. See, I got very good and fast at it.
I'm proud of you.
I do agree, Scarf. I like trains, planes, and boats. I very much so agree.
Turns out all methods of locomotion are better than automobiles.
What makes something locomotion?
It moves.
Well, then why is a car not locomotion?
Because it's an automotion. Automotive. Automobile.
I'm not sure I understand the definition of these words.
Well, it's okay. Some of us are silly. Locomotion is just movement, unless I'm crazy.
Okay, locomotion is movement, but what is automotion? Then. Because, like, I'm going to look this up instead of asking rhetorical questions.
They're not rhetorical if you want an answer, Jay.
Touche.
Which, the word you're looking for is unanswerable questions.
Unsolvable mysteries of the universe. I'm looking it up.
Have you ever heard a sentence more accurate than describing the way the English language works as the unsolvable mysteries of the universe?
Okay, you're right. Locomotion means movement or the ability to move from one place to another. So let's see what automotion means.
Very nice. There we go, we got the wheels! Or at least the main ones.
I think auto is short for automotive, which is relating to or concerned with motor vehicles, which is not giving us an answer.
I think automobiles are called automobiles because they are self-propelling. Unlike a horse-drawn carriage.
I think that makes sense, and I think those two, like, words are not related to each other in any way.
I mean, they both have motion in them, which is how they are related.
Well, that's fair.
But they're probably not derivative from each other at all.
Or supposed to be related to each other at all.
I don't know what you mean by related in context, so I'm just going to let you have this assertion.
Sounds
This is what I mean when they get funny at bedtime.
Okay, this is not Baba Is You.
Good game, though.
It was a good game. I was trying to play it one time with Michael, or on my bedtime. And it's a puzzle word game. Kind of.
It's a puzzle game where the rules are written in the form of text on the screen in the level. But that text is interactable. So you can take, say, the sentence, Baba is you, and change it to say, Rock is you, and then the rocks in the level are your controllable character instead of the character Baba. It's a very neat little puzzle game that is very innovative. It won Game Jam 3 or 4 years ago or something like that. Highly recommend it. One of my favorite games I've ever played. But also, Jay picked it up, tried to make themselves stop, which is a property that prevents you from moving through an object. And I was like, that's an abstract concept. You can only become objects. And they went, you can't become an abstract concept. And then had an hour-long giggle fit about how funny the idea of trying to be an abstract concept is.
Kind of funny. It's kind of hilarious if you ask me still, but it's fine. Okay, Scarf is deciding to make this conversation more hard and says that aren't all living creatures automobiles since they're self-propelling?
Transformers fanboy.
Are we self-propelling though? Like, cause...
No, Jay, you need a horse to pull you around.
Alright.
I answered the question you asked.
You were not wrong. You did answer the question I asked, and I regret asking it. Yeah, happy. Where are the other bags?
I'll just,
Oh, okay, because I was expecting them to be in the box, and I was like, huh, the box is empty.
Box is empty would transform the box into an empty space, and Baba is you. You can be empty. It's actually remarkably difficult to play when you're empty, though.
But doesn't that make you an abstract concept?
Empty is not an abstract concept. It's a entity in the game.
Oh, that's interesting. You'll have to show me that later.
Yeah, Baba's you is wild.
Okay, question. Isn't this like the really fragile color?
Yes, it is.
I'm holding this piece, just so everyone can see. What? It seems like you're putting a lot of pins through those fragile pieces, and it's making me...
Anxious?
Yes.
Me too.
For some reason, what is this color called?
Yeah, so Lego has had a wild history with parts that are basically any shade of brown, where they just, for some reason, explode.
That sentence started out so strong, and then it got kind of confusing.
I keep getting recommended a video essay on it, and I just haven't had the time to watch it yet, where, you know, Lego has had a couple of different formulas for brown at this point, and all of them are just bad.
We were hanging on to,
My younger brother has a lot of the Lord of the Rings sets, and we teamed up with like 1 million people and got him the Tower of Orthanc for his birthday several years back. I say several, like 3.
It's got like the most expensive minifigure worm tongue in it.
Yeah, at the moment he has me beat for most expensive minifigure in a collection, because my most expensive minifigure is Monica Rambeau from Captain Marvel, because she only appeared in a Comic-Con exclusive set, and she's worth something like $85. But Grima Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings is now going for like 170 on his own. So he's got me beat there. But Treebeard, the Ent, who is a tree, intuit that one, is made predominantly out of brown. And so he was sitting on the desk next to our printer, and we printed something, and it bumped into him. Like the sheet of paper coming out of the printer bumped into him.
Oh no, this was bad.
And yote him from the desk. And he hit the ground, not running, but rather shattering.
His knee shattered.
Like 2 or 3 different pieces just broke into little shards.
It was not great. Thankfully they weren't printed pieces.
Hello, The Robert Escobar Show. Yes, do hit the like. And the bell. The bell's cool too.
Professor Scarf is weighing in on empty. Empty is a property, not an abstract concept.
Okay, in general, empty is a property. I will allow that. I'm sorry, these are tiny pieces, so I need my hands to be precise.
You're good. I keep pushing their elbows into the frame.
In general, I would agree that empty is a property. In Baba Is You, property is empty is literally an entity that you can be and interact with. And so it, you know, in game terms is an entity, which is why I am
Which means that it's not an abstract concept.
exactly, which is why I'm being particular about it. But yeah, hi Robert Escobar Show. You have arrived right in time for the fun part where the locomotive is almost done.
Heck yeah, you should move it into frame.
It's not in frame. Hi, locomotive. It's a fairly large boy. We're gonna build the back wheels right now.
Heck yeah.
Going to wait to set this down until I turn the page. I should play Baba Is You on stream sometime.
I agree.
Because it's been a couple years since my playthrough. So I'm probably bad at it. Mad fun game though. Easy top 3 of all time for me.
Wait, what are your top 3 games then?
Number 1 is Marvel's Midnight Suns. Which I have been trying to play on stream and just have not figured out a good formula for yet. But just everything in that game is fantastic. In particular, the sound design is phenomenal. The sound design, the character design, the game design, the tactical missions, everything is great. You should totally build a Lego train with your daughter. For my birthday this past year, I got the most recent freight train set, and I held on to it until my parents came in town with my younger siblings, because they're like 5 years old now, I think. And brought my brother down to visit our apartment, and built the Lego train with him, and I have never seen a 5-year-old so happy in my entire life. He was over the moon.
Do you have any Lego train sets that are out right now that you would suggest?
The freight train was really fun. The modern Lego train sets are nice because they include everything you need to motorize the train.
That is nice.
Which didn't used to be the case. If you wanted to get this train back when it was contemporary and fully motorize it, you either had to buy like 6 different products, or there was a bundle you could buy that was like twice as expensive. Which, you know, probably was worth it for the pieces and stuff that you had to get, but doesn't necessarily feel good. The green high-speed passenger train, I've heard pretty good things. I think it's Robin Hood Bricks, did a video on it, because he didn't like a couple of the part choices that they used, and so he swapped out a couple. And like I think it already looks pretty good, but he really took it to the next level. His looks fantastic. But also, if your daughter is a fan of steam trains, and you don't spending just a little bit more, I believe on December 1st, the new Orient Express set comes out.
Oh, yes.
And I don't think that one's motorized, so, you know, if you... I'm suspicious of this piece. I never have extras of that piece. You know, if you want to motorize it, then maybe the... Orient Express isn't the way to go, but it looks absolutely beautiful. They chose to do it in dark blue and like gold, and oh my gosh, it looks so good. Just dump those in that cardboard box. All right, we survived box 1.
Heck yeah.
Or bag 1, instruction manual 1.
That was bag 1.
That was bag 1.
That...
This is why we were talking about how much better instructions are now. Fortunately, this manual is split into 2 bags. So
we should do a little overview of the parts that we've built so far and kind of be like, this is the cool part of this? Because I was just noticing, is this a tire? Like a... Oh.
Yeah, so cool stuff in the build. The smokestack is done using a wheel element, which is really fun. I'm a little annoyed because it wiggles back and forth, but it looks really, really good. The cabin is built. It's a little bit tricky to see here. Maybe it'd be easier to see if we flip it upside down. I can't tell. This is 7 studs wide when the rest of the train is 6 studs. So it's attached at a half stud offset here on the back, which is really, really cool. And this is kind of fun because this would be, back in the day, Lego trains were controlled by infrared. So you would pull this out, you'd get an infrared controller, you'd pull this out, and the infrared receiver would go in this spot, which I think is kind of neat. And then you will go back in without fighting me, yes. So yeah, that's the engine. Next up we have the coal car. This set comes in 3 bags.
Wait, did you just do quotations?
Yes, because bag 1, I think, was literally 7.
Yeah.
There was a lot of them. Can I have my tray back?
Yes.
I will trade you.
Thank you.
Trade you.
Vanilla.
We're going to put the itty bitty pieces in the tray.
Good plan, so they don't fall on the
Yes, because I was chucking them left and right earlier. All right. This is a fun little construction because this coal car is actually too long to go around a standard Lego train track curve, but too short to use one of the Lego chassis that has mounts for rotating wheels. So this actually is going to be basically a brick-built chassis for mounting wheels to, which is actually really quite cool in my opinion, if I can find the pieces for it. Yeah, my mistake was doing a set that's all dark colors on my black desk.
Yeah, we need to get things like the felt that Nerdy Crafter uses. She just has a piece of felt she pulls out every time she has something with small pieces like this.
Yeah, we follow a couple of different like crafting YouTubers, and I was like, it seems a little bit like overkill to go to having like a backdrop that goes on your desk that you do all your work on top of. And I'm understanding why now, because it would be so much easier to see what was going on if I had like an orange backdrop or something. Even a white one, although that might
shine too much.
Be overwhelming, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why they like to use like blue or like pink or stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. So let me know in the chat and or comments what color backdrops you think would work, because I'm probably going to have to experiment with that at a bare minimum for sets in these darker colors, because like the Hoopty, you could see all the pieces in that time lapse. I'm never gonna get used to saying that name.
every single time you say it, I'm like, that's not what they named it.
That's not a word.
But apparently it is. It is a word. And this is the thing that they named it. I'm gonna close the door again. Just so I don't wake our roommate up. I don't know if she's home. Yeah.
You can always shoot her a text.
That's true. I had something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, because we have another set that we're gonna be hopefully using this setup for. Because we had a growing pile of sets that we needed to do while we were fighting this camera.
Yeah, literally like a month and a half ago. Do you want to just hand me the Sonic set?
I don't think it's right here. I think I'll find it. You keep focusing.
Okay. Yeah, literally like a month and a half ago.
I found it.
I went out and got this set because we had Asher Veer coming over to test their camera, and I was like, awesome, I want this set, so we're just going to get this set and we'll build it to test the camera, right? and we'll make a video out of it, and it'll be a good time. But then, of course, as we've mentioned, the camera didn't work. So that box has been sitting here. Then we passed 100 subs, pulled the Emerald Knight out of storage where I'd been hiding it from myself to avoid impulse building it. And that's been sitting there. And then we got that 4+ set that I showed off earlier. And all that's just been kind of sitting next to my desk. So hopefully we're able to get a move on with building and filming some of those.
Yeah, because like Michael was saying earlier, we've been collecting 4+ sets for them to speed run on YouTube Shorts, which has been fun. So.
I'm realizing that when I recommend people Lego products, they're going to leave the stream to go look at those products.
I mean, you can still hold it up to, you know, you can have it open on a different tab. Tabs are fun.
Just be like, you should go look at this set after the stream is over.
So how does the brick built chassis thing you were talking about work?
Yeah, so this whole bottom layer, the black pieces here, is instead of a piece like this. So this has pins pre-drilled in it and is designed to be a chassis for a train car. So this is going to be what we build the passenger car in when we get to bag 3. But this is obviously substantially too large, like literally twice as big as it needs to be. So Lego had 2 options. They could either tell you to get out your trusty box cutter and slice a chassis in half, or
Dad, that is illegal.
have you build one out of pieces.
That is an illegal Lego build. Michael would cry.
Illegal Lego techniques. Commit violence.
Pull out the box cutter. Do something with it. No, do not cut Legos with box cutters.
I love, parentheses, sarcastic, these shorts that I keep seeing of people showing off the most illegal Lego building techniques they have, and it's just like them blowtorching a piece or using a hammer and nail to put 2 pieces together.
They're doing it for attention. They know people are gonna cry if they do it. It's like those people who destroy books on shorts. I hate it. I'm just like, stop hurting the books. But I know that they do it because they get views, because people are sad and upset and outraged, and then they comment on it, and then it makes more people want to do it because they get more views, you know?
I do think it's genuinely funny. Like, it's a good bit. I would never do that, though, because I'm a good person.
And I mean, some books, like, you know, like, I don't know. I have a hard time when people hurt books. It makes me sad.
I'd be willing to burn Elon Musk's autobiography.
Does he have an autobiography?
No, he doesn't have an autobiography. He has a biography that just got published.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fair.
He's got...
I mean, but we should not endorse book burning in general. But I mean, if you want to do it just personally, and just your books.
I only burn library books.
What? No! Don't say that within the earshot of the camera.
Yeah, pro tip, don't burn library books, because librarians are scarier than cops.
Oh, that's my job. Gotta keep that camera going.
Cops have the power to arrest you. Librarians have the power to make you feel sad.
You're not wrong. They help you understand the weight of the sins that you have committed against the crimes you've committed against these folks. Yes.
So, Jay,
Mm-hmm.
what weighs more? 1,000 pounds of feathers or 1,000 pounds of bricks?
1,000 pounds of feathers, because you have to live with the weight of what you did to those 4 birds.
Very good.
Yeah, you've told that one to me before.
You passed the quiz this time.
Next time the rules change. No.
Okay, new quiz. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
That's just a tongue twister. That's not a quiz.
It is a question.
It is a question. I will
So
not
answer it.
No, I will not answer it.
Frankly, your refusal to answer is hurting my feelings.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I guess maybe as much as it would anything else.
I think woodchucks are full of violence, and if they could chuck wood, they would do so with malicious intent at every opportunity.
Good. Now I'm gonna start googling what a woodchuck is and what they even do. So.
Woodchucks are like dark elves, but for beavers.
Well, let me find that out.
We're about to get a science lesson.
Yes, from Google. We had a linguistics lesson earlier on what automotive and
That's true. We did look that up.
locomotive means. It does look like it wants violence.
See, he looks full of hatred.
The very first picture that popped up does look very violent.
So, quick audience participation activity. Google woodchuck.
Apparently.
Scarf.
Okay, apparently. I think you broke them. Apparently, woodchucks are the same thing as groundhogs.
Yeah, evil beavers.
Fair. Wait, what makes them evil though? Oh, I guess it's their anger. They let them consume them, or you know, the whole Sith thing.
A woodchuck is just a beaver that has succumbed to the dark side. No, Big Beaver did not pay me off. Jay, Big Beaver is watching you.
Good to know. I am alarmed, I guess.
I'm sensing a degree of sarcasm.
Potentially. Do woodchucks really chuck wood? Educational solutions for families. I found a very funny article on this.
Angry prairie dogs.
If they are threatened, they squeal loudly. Their squeal sounds like a whistle, so some people call them whistle pigs.
Man, in the Wild West, naming animals really just was anything goes.
Yeah, and then you just call them whatever the heck you want. I am still not terribly enlightened on what groundhogs/woodchucks do, because we seem to have a lot of weird culture around them in the U.S. What with Groundhog Day and the woodchuck tongue twister, and you know, it's interesting. You know?
Hey, you wanna know how to make them worse?
How?
Instead of calling them woodchucks, call them wood chunks.
Yeah, that is worse. Let's go back to making the coal car.
It turns out you can make anything absolutely horrible if you just add the word chunks.
Yes. So where do I put the stickers on this one?
I think the only stickers we have here are these.
Mm-hmm.
It's only told me the first two.
Okay.
Just gonna...
I will do them. Why is it upside down? Why are they always telling us to put stickers on from weird angles?
Flip the instruction manual upside down.
If you guys can see this, the instruction manual literally has you're putting the stickers on upside down when you're putting them on. This is literally the right side up. It's weird.
They have gotten so much better at build flow in the last couple of years.
Yeah, this one's weird. Okay. This is the correct side. This is the correct side, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, do you still have that knife?
It's over there.
I've decided I'm impatient.
Okay, sounds good.
This is a very interesting piece.
Now I see why some of your stickers on the other one you were complaining about how they're over two pieces, you know?
Yes.
Because these stickers are hard. Because the sticker is as big as the piece is, which with later Legos they've stopped doing that so that it's easier to put the sticker on without overlapping other pieces or falling off them.
There's a couple modern sets that still do it and just look terrible because of it. Great example, the recent Gringotts. Wizarding Bank. You're incredible.
I know. It actually looks like it's telling you to put the other ones on too, in the following picture.
No, give me a second. We will get there.
Okay. We're not doing Chaos Legos. It's okay.
Not with this set.
No. I would never forgive myself. Oh, you should tell them about what you think would be cool about the Green Dead set. Is that an actual piece of metal?
Mm-hmm. Old Lego train wheels have these metal axles that you have to manually insert. Nowadays, it's just a single piece.
Very
You just get the entire assembly pre-made.
But yeah, the Lego Green Cut set.
I don't necessarily want to spoil that.
Okay, so we're not going to spoil that one. It's a secret.
I am going to get a copy of Gringotts. I am not going to build a copy of Gringotts.
And apparently that's the teaser you get.
If you want to see why, subscribe to the channel.
Spinny. Alright, I need to go to the bathroom, so I will see you in a minute.
I hope the camera doesn't decide to turn off in that time.
That would be bad. Maybe I just click it while I'm here. There we go. See, now it will wait longer.
Perfect.
See you.
Alrighty. Two more bumpers down. And then we've got these pieces, which are the fun little train wheel mounting gibbons. They're a really large piece, and I saw them in digital design software a lot. Had no clue what they were for up until very, very recently. Yeah, I gotta get through the centerpiece. Apparently I missed putting on the stickers, and now Butterfly's gone, so... And then this... There we go. Finally got the magnets to engage. Connects back there. Ta-da! All right. Last portion of the build. And now we have this large, chunky boy. Gonna just dump those in there. Okay. We have 2 bags for this section. So I am gonna just push this back. Unfortunately, it is out of frame, but we gotta build stuff somehow. All right. We're just gonna mix match all the little pieces in our tub here. And in future videos, hopefully I will have smaller tubs so I can divide everything more granularly. You were right, little bug.
Hello. Yes, I was right about what?
The stickers.
Oh, of course I was. No, sorry. That was actually a little bit rude. You can have it back.
I mean, you were only half right because what actually happened was on the previous page.
Ah, that makes sense. And this one is showing us how to do it right side up.
Lego only goes crazy half the time.
The shark bath mat was a good purchase. It made me happy walking in there.
Pro tip, life is always better with sharks.
Never
Focus.
mind.
Focus.
Hey, we're looking pretty good so far.
Fantastic.
Halfway there. I'm sorry you guys cannot see my expert stickering skills. It would be a little bit hard to get me in the camera there.
Don't worry, it's just doing stickers. Like, it's impressive as all get out, but it's not high octane.
I get high off it. No, I'm being silly.
What a wildly unhinged thing to say on camera.
I mean, you just told me I wasn't important. No, I'm being silly.
No, I said you weren't entertaining.
What do I need to do? Be a dancing monkey?
Dress and drag and do the hula.
Okay. There you go.
You are the queen of my heart.
Thank you.
The queen.
Okay,
The non-binary nobility.
it's just called royalty, sweetheart.
The nebulous. Notorious. Nincompoop? I'm running out of N-words.
Yes.
Because unlike some people, I only say ones I'm allowed to.
Alright, moving on.
I hope that joke scanned. I promise I'm a good person.
I also promise they're a good person. They're just a little bit of an idiot sometimes. Professor Scarf has a good point. Sovereign. Though that sounds a little bit too much like sovereign citizen, which can get a little bit awkward sometimes.
Yeah, but people know you're not a moron.
Okay, so we are going to offend so many groups of people. Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't mind offending sovereign citizens. Who's gonna come after me? Their army?
Ah, fair. So what are these first, second, third stickers?
There are 4 if you get multiple copies of the set and have a first, second, and third coach.
Ah. Well, at least you get stickers for that. I mean, you could theoretically just buy the pieces, couldn't you?
Yes. Actually, that was something that I wanted to potentially talk about. So great segue into talking about these.
I'm good at my job. Keep
Because
going.
these pieces are European-style train windows,
Ooh.
and they haven't made them in like 2 decades.
Uh-oh.
That's a lie because this set is less than that old.
Yeah,
But-
remember it was, it it retired 12 years ago. I did the math.
We are very proud of you.
Thank you. I deserve credit.
Yeah, so these pieces are not commonly available, and if you've ever met someone who collects trains, most train collectors... Holy crap. We already broke one.
Oh no.
Yeah, we were talking about
I
Brown
was-
being breakable. Look
so
at this.
scared.
This one broke
No.
diagonally.
Do we
I
have
sh-
any extras?
I should have replacements.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it out.
Drawer...
I was watching you put them in there and I was scared.
I heard one snap.
And I was right to be scared.
It's the bottommost drawer in the top set of shelves.
I looked to the second to bottom one for some reason. That was a little bit dumb of me. Okay, here we are. I have found the correct little thingy. I will attempt to find the right color. Is this the right color or is that too light? I have found us a replacement, folks.
Not only that, it's got the same mold line. That's fantastic.
Heck yeah. And that is why, ooh, look, this has a book on it.
Yeah, it's an old Harry Potter piece.
Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it has a book. I am doing really poorly about, there we go. Yeah, it has a book on it. Okay, I was saying, yes, I found this piece. So yes, that is what happens when you are not careful with any brown pieces in Lego. Be careful. Okay, you were saying something before that. You were talking about the segue I gave you?
Right. If you've ever met a train collector, you know that they are very, very intense. And so, Lego train collectors are no different. Bless me. And so getting the windows, specifically, to build a copy of this car on the secondhand market is a nightmare. They're super expensive. So if I were to try and make additional cars, I'd probably do, like, variations, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of like
So have, like, a first-class car or a viewing car that has 2 layers or something like that.
kind of like how the train near us for the longest time had those like single story ones along with the 2-story ones.
Exactly.
But then they switched them out for all being 2-story.
Because I'm not... I'm not shy about spending a lot of money on a Lego set, but I'm also not exactly gonna spend hundreds of dollars for specifically accurate windows.
Biblically accurate windows. I'm sorry.
Biblically accurate windows.
I am tired. Gosh, there is so much of that brown color in this set.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit on eggshells.
Because we already freaking broke one of them. And they're old too, which probably doesn't help the breakability.
The fact that they've been sealed is probably helpful.
True. I'm gonna put these in the trash bag, the little broken pieces.
No, hold on to them.
Oh, okay, never mind. Why?
I will probably take a picture of them for the recap video.
Oh, good plan. I will not throw them away though.
You're just a little bored, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm actually really tired because I don't normally stay up till 11:30.
Oh wow, it's late.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you're willing to do that for me.
Yeah, well, I love you. This kind of thing that we got going here.
This is why I'm able to do this, and it's why my channel is named House Mouse Hobbies, because without this person's support, this channel would go nowhere. It would go nowhere incredibly quickly.
Thank you, I'm fine. Can I put the window thingies in the windows?
Sure. Get the sections aren't even, so get the smaller ones on top.
Okay, that makes sense.
At least I think that's how they're supposed to go in. Actually, maybe double check on the box and see.
I mean, that's generally how these windows work, is the upper portion rolls down. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be done.
That's right, you've been to Europe.
I lived there for like a year and a half.
Against your will.
That was not against my will, but thank you. Alright, here are more of these little window pieces. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes these are the things I find to be very interesting that I want to do. Putting window pieces in windows is very fun.
It makes a little click.
Yeah.
And the little click makes the serotonin go burr.
I'm gonna steal more of these. Sorry, guys. Obstructing the view.
As long as you're not obstructing the justice.
That's fair. I do not obstruct justice. That is illegal.
So just in case you were curious, the official list of things that we here at House Mouse Hobbies are willing to obstruct includes the view but not justice.
This has been a recap. Do you want the little ridge thingy? That feels like it's supposed to be on the outside.
Yeah, so it should sit flush with the exterior.
Yeah, it looks like it's doing that. Yeah, that's what it's doing. You can't quite see.
Sorry, I'm being very precise here.
What are you doing?
I'm sticking 1x1 plates into Technic holes, pinholes. So close to done, little piggy.
Yep.
Then we got some upside down minifigure neck brackets. This is a kind of interesting technique.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because they make a little container here that is exactly the right width to fit minifigure suitcases in.
Oh, that's adorable.
So you got a little suitcase rack.
That is so cute. I'm missing one of the window fill-in thingies. Where is it?
It is transparent,
Ah, thank you.
like we will be someday. So
You're adorable.
I'll let you decide whether or not that was a morbid joke.
Oh, I thought it was a trans joke.
I was making a subsequent joke. It'll show up.
You're
And
making a what joke?
subsequent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll find it in a minute. Or maybe it's just an extra window. Who knows? Maybe you can sell it for really expensive.
For a lot?
Oh! I didn't realize what I said didn't make sense until you said that. You were entirely right. That had made no sense at all. For a lot.
Do you want to put the drawers in?
Yes, I'd love to put the drawers in. What are the drawers for?
Okay, so this is a cool little bit here. And I'm just going to take this moment to plug the Patreon. Because there are 4 seats in this Emerald Knight, in this train. And if you would like to be one of the passengers who gets to ride in here, I don't currently have the space, but my goal is to eventually put this in the backdrop of my stream layout. If you want to be one of the 4 passengers who gets to ride in here, head over to my Patreon. People who support at one of the higher tiers get to create a custom LEGO minifigure to represent themselves and be in here to show that they are very important people in the world of my channel. So if that's something you're interested in, head on over and check that out.
It's gonna be a sig fig, not actually you sitting in it. Please don't actually try to sit.
If you're small enough to sit in here, please contact me. I would like to hire you for viewpoint filmography in the LEGO City. Did we ever put up the shelf behind me?
We did not. I can probably put that up now. I mean, you can't see it right now, but...
Well, yeah, it's blocked by my head for the most part, but...
That's kind of... Okay.
You can take the stuff off of it while putting it up.
I think I'll be fine. If you hear a large crash, though, I am not fine.
We had to clear off the space above my desk for the Emerald Knight to go on because it was too big to go any of the other places we had available. And so we got a command shelf, which you can see above my head right here now, to put the LEGO Ideas Sonic the Hedgehog set that was formerly up on top of my desk up on. And Jay just decided to mount the shelf with the set still test fit on top of it.
It worked! I didn't drop it. See? Evidence that I was fine. Earlier I dropped my cell phone on top of the Daily Bugle, though, and broke off the antenna. Thankfully it's Lego, and it went back on just fine.
Now, the city very nearly suffered a catastrophic event at the hands of a slightly careless giant with a cell phone.
Okay, I was trying to use the cell phone as a level, so it was on top of the shelf on purpose, but it did fall off. Speaking of which, the car that Magneto was throwing is now on the ground.
Oh, did I forget to put that back up?
Yeah, I got hit by the cell phone. I foiled Magneto's plot with my cell phone.
You also killed Wolverine.
I know, that was a problem. And you didn't put the antenna back on top of the Daily Bugle either.
You told me not to yet.
Well, I told you. Oh, I guess that's right. I think you're right. Here, I'm putting it back on. I don't know if I put it on right, but I did.
It's like having an elf who has more excitement than common sense.
common sense.
Santa?
Are you Santa then?
I just described you as an elf.
Fair.
I was running with the metaphor.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could have gone for like majestic, like D&D elves or
Honey,
something. Yeah.
you are not an elf. You are a hobbit.
Ah, fair. You're not wrong. I mean, hobbits are cute, so.
Very short, highly chaotic, incredibly social. Probably annoys Gandalf.
I could see that.
I love the analysis that points out that Bilbo had a very traumatic near-death experience with a dragon, which makes it hilarious that Gandalf brought to his birthday party fireworks that turn into a dragon.
That is actually quite funny. But I mean, he did beat the dragon, so like maybe it's like a victory thing.
It's intended to be celebratory.
Yeah, like a celebratory, like, you know, like.
I mean, even if it's intended to be celebratory, it still represents what I would assume to be a deeply flawed understanding of Bilbo, who was permanently altered and does not feel happy with aspects of his life as a result of
the
journey he went on.
Fair. I was trying to come up with like other celebratory, like you got a part, like
Male.
No, you got a representation of this animal that you defeated. The only thing I can think of came from like Josefina of the American Girl doll and her books, and I'm like, no one's gonna know what I'm talking about.
Including potentially you.
Yes. I mean, that generally happens after a certain time of night.
Fair.
Okay, we are still missing the piece for this one.
It will show up.
I'm not saying it won't, I'm just
Go
saying
ahead and
that
just grab both bag 3s and double check inside there.
I would check underneath that pile of, like...
You were correct.
I knew it! I'm very smart.
Do you want to put it together?
Oh, yes, please. I forgot what I was doing. Because I got distracted by the trash. There you go.
Spoken like a true raccoon. Do you two get sad when you try to wash your cotton candy?
I get sad when the cotton candy makes my hands super sticky.
Have you seen the video I'm talking about?
Yes, I have. I know what you're talking about. It's adorable. Did you actually know that that's why in German, the raccoons are called Waschbären, which means wash bears, like they wash things?
That is the most precious thing I've ever learned about German.
Darling?
German is a language that sounds like you're gonna get murdered, and then you find out they're like, ah yes, this is a butterfly. It's called a Schmetterling because it flutters on the way by. And you're like, why are you adorable? I thought you were like
Scary?
fury incarnate.
Yeah. German is at its best when it's like,
Poetic.
well, I was gonna say like fairy tales. Because it does does like the darker tones of things really well.
I'm gonna break this piece.
Yeah, you are. I'm alarmed.
There we go. You got it.
But yeah, I'm fluent in German, in case anyone was wondering. That's why I was in Austria for a while in Europe.
The causality flows the other direction, but yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I actually learned while I was there. I was just harkening back to when we were saying I've been to Europe.
I like the idea that you just popped up fluent in German, and so your parents were like, well, to Austria with you. Clearly this is where you belong.
That is pretty ridiculous. This is coming together.
Pop out the womb. Jawohl, mein Führer.
Yeah, boy.
Mein Führer. Because your parents lead you as a child. I realize that that's not the best thing, but it's the only German words I could come up with because they're the only German words in Calvin and Hobbes.
Ah, that explains it. That explains it. You were going for Führer. One of those slightly more difficult words to say though, 'cause it's got the U with the umlaut. That's a difficult one.
Or to quote John F. Kennedy from Wolfenstein, Mr. Hitler.
You could always say meine Eltern, which means my parents.
I'm sorry for not being fluent in German.
Okay, we're gonna stop. I'm gonna stop trying to give you and chat an education in German, and we're gonna move on.
I'm sorry for my failings for the fatherland.
You. No. All right.
Am I not allowed to call Germany the fatherland? Isn't that what it calls itself?
No. What? No. That's like a Nazi thing, sweetheart.
Oh. Well.
We're moving on.
We're doing the LRTS sticker
LRTS.
on the 1x2 brick.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm still not sure what LERTS stands for, but
Lego Rail Train System?
I'm not sure what it formally stands for.
Oh, okay. Should I look it up? We're gonna get another education by Google moment. I think I went okay. I didn't realize that it wasn't like the other stickers where it fills up the entire brick. Which has been the only one like that.
I don't mind that. Just line it up the same way on this one.
Okay. Ich bin da. You are right, Scarf. That would be something quite correct to say.
What does that mean?
I am here. It's a pretty. That is a good one. Professor Scarf. I like that one. Ich bin da. It also feels like something a German would say. There we go. We are gonna make some German people sad. I'm sorry.
Okay. Mini windows.
Oh, they're so cute.
Little Buggy is back in business.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a number of different pet names for Butterfly that are in German, because I think they're darling. So there's Schmetterling, which means butterfly.
And you have gotten quite good at pronouncing that one.
It makes me very happy. It's probably my favorite one. And then there's Meine Schatzi,
Yeah, that one means my treasure.
which
It's
means
a
my
common-
treasure.
It's a common pet name.
And then there's one that has it's their name with the suffix chin, which is like diminutive and sweet, which I stole from one of their German professors who is like a little cutesy grandpa.
Well, because someone else in the class also had my name, and
The professor liked Jay more than the other person because Jay was better at being a person.
I mean, not really, but he just
Not really.
he for some reason really liked me as a person, and so he gave me a nickname so that it would be easier to tell my name apart from the other person's. It was really cute. He was a really fun professor too because he was pretty old.
Ka. And another one.
Oh no.
Do you remember where that tub was?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and grab it for me.
I will finish the story afterwards. I don't think you can hear me properly when I grab it. He was on the older side, and we were his favorite class that he'd had, like, ever. He told us that multiple times. And so for the final, he's just like, hey, guys, do you want to do the final, or do you just want to take this survey I have for you guys? And we're like, we'd much rather take the survey. And so we took a survey instead of the final, and it was really great. Because we had all been, like, dreading that final and studying for it really intensely, and then it was nice. We didn't have to do it. That's red. Aha. I found it. There you go.
Perfect.
So that is the two that we have broken at this point. Two of these little brown tiles. Now we have a pile of little
This is a more recent one, so it has a...
brown tiles that are broken. Look at that. Okay, you were saying what?
Man, I wish Lego made 1x1 triangle tiles.
Oh no, did something break?
No, I just flexed it. Chat, I am having capital I issues today.
Okay, you were saying, this is a newer set, so what?
Oh, that was a newer piece, so it had a different mold line.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm not gonna...
I mean, I have another one. I think that's the last one we have of that color. Oh wait, here's another one. them there, just in case.
Both of these are also the new style.
Oh. Well, we had one of the old style. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put one. Because knocking those over and having to pick them up again will be very annoying.
Agreed. Having done it.
I mean, I picked up those triangle ones earlier.
Ich bin da.
It was always funny to me because in Austria, a lot of people really think that raccoons are adorable, which, like, they're okay. Like, they're not the, like, I think they're fairly cute, but also I was terrified of them as someone who's from Washington.
You ever just want to throw hands?
They would get, like, huge, and when you camped, they'd, like, try to get into your food constantly, and they were kind of scary, and, like, could be rabid sometimes. They were just kind of alarming.
Ah. Like Harry Potter fans.
You're ridiculous.
Alright. We're gonna do the first stickers because this is the first car.
Okay.
Just go ahead and align them to the far side the way you did with the,
Are they supposed to be like that, or is one of them supposed to be like that?
no, so, yeah, kitty corner. See? So they're supposed to be identical.
Okay.
Because one is facing the opposite
Let's just
direction.
double check.
Yeah. We're most of the way there.
Heck yeah. I really don't understand how influencers will be able to do those, like, 24-hour streams, because it's kind of exhausting.
I've considered doing one. Vogelschen.
No.
Vulgarchen?
No, V's are pronounced like F's. So it's Vogelchen.
I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
has like W's.
All right.
Vogelchen.
Alright, sweetheart. Sometimes they'll just start trolling me a little bit.
Professor Scarf, why did you nickname your spouse Vulgarchan?
It means little bird. It's cute. Alright, guys, this is my first mess up. I got it off the thing partially. Let's try this again.
I think the wildest thing so far about this is the realization that this set predates 1x3 tiles.
Okay, there we go. It worked. I fixed it.
There goes the third one.
Oh,
It's these little 1x1s.
I really need to stop putting them away. I was almost smart. And then I was just dumb.
Did it crack? Oh, yep, there it goes.
Okay, here's another one.
Okay, we may have an extra in here, so.
Well, that's good. We have another extra there too. Vogelchen. Yeah, I was going a little bit hard on the F. Vogelchen. That's very adorable, Professor Scarf. No matter what. No matter what Michael does. When they're being ridiculous.
You think I'm adorable.
I think you're darling, yes.
So frankly, if anything, this is your fault.
I will accept responsibility.
You horrendous enabler.
Oh my god.
I like when you're tired because I can make you giggle even more.
You are very sweet. Okay, so you were saying you considered doing a 24-hour stream for what?
I don't know what I would do.
No, that would be me. Keep going.
Yeah, you would die because you wouldn't be able to get my attention for 24 hours.
I mean, I could join you for part of it, I guess.
I could do a significant portion of it while you were asleep.
Or while I'm at work.
Honestly, if anything, you would get more of my attention because you would be able to watch me while you're at work, so.
That's true. I do like watching your
Doors are done! They open! They're very cute.
Oh, yes, that is very pretty.
I quite like these doors. They actually make me very happy.
It's darling.
Okay, now we're going to build the train's butt. I don't actually know what this is. I'm sure it has a name and a purpose. But unfortunately, the last time that I, was into the way that trains worked, I was, 6. So, I need to get on that. I need to learn properly what I'm talking about.
Good plan, good plan.
What you looking at?
Oh, I was just looking at your channel.
Are you subscribed?
Yes.
Good. You
And I
better be.
believe the Professor Scarf is as well.
So if you want to be cool, if you want to become fluent in German,
Uh-oh.
subscribe to my channel.
We are not teaching German on the channel. I'm not that good at German.
Yeah, no, we're not teaching German. If you subscribe, you magically become fluent.
Oh, just like me, how I was born speaking German out of the womb.
Ich bin da.
Ich bin da. Oh my god.
It's pronounced Ich bin die.
Oh, alright. Sweetheart, say that again and you will make me cry. And then I won't break my promise that I get to stay up as late as. Oh, now I gotta change the battery, babe.
Hopefully the other one is decently charged.
It is. It looks like it's green, so it's 100% charged.
I like that it's mirrored. It's upside down.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Where is it?
It's back here.
Something you didn't think you needed to worry about, which is the camera
That needs to go up higher than I can reach.
charged. Yeah, I got you. Like that,
A little further.
like that. This is reaching the boundaries of where I can reach for them. Short. Yes, actually, Michael is the only person who I have notifications turned on for at YouTube, pretty much. I literally gave YouTube permission to give me notifications on my phone, specifically to catch their live streams. I am a bit of a simp.
There we go. They didn't just smash the bell, they smashed me.
What? I think you are tired.
That was legitimately funny, and I think that you were just...
Embarrassed? Yes.
Yes.
Why don't they call it, like, ringing the bell, you know? Do you want the knife?
Yes, I would like the knife this time. It's not hype enough to just ring the bell.
That's fair. You know that, it's not enough to do this, I have to do this. You know? It's not enough to just ring the bell, I have to smash the bell.
She could ring my bell, if you know what I mean.
I swear that's not true. Professor Scarf approves. I'm gonna put this knife down before I, like, I don't know. I was gesticulating wildly with a knife. It's not the smartest thing to do in the world.
Pro tip, don't gesticulate wildly with a knife.
It makes people around you nervous. And also violates Cub Scout blood zone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless you have first validated your blood circle.
Yeah.
Only do this if you're a trained professional like Jacques Vipper.
Is that a plug for Jacques Zippo?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. If my channel just accidentally becomes advertising for Jack the Whipper, there's worse ways to go.
You're not wrong.
I could become a React channel.
Oh, that's a diss. We can't see what you're doing.
Ah!
Yeah, it's in the wrong position. You might need to pull it further this way. There we go.
That's much closer. Jacques the Wiper.
That was...
He's potty training his toddlers.
Do not take that as factual information. We actually know nothing about Jacques Zebra for his children. I know he has them, but I don't know anything
Does he
about
really?
them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he's married, and I'm pretty sure he's talked about his kids before. I like how we were speculating on whether or not... Okay. I'm moving on. I'm tired.
Are you having fun? That's the real question here.
Are we having fun? Yeah.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yes. Lego has gotten significantly better at their hair because she kind of, like, particularly ponytail hair, because she kind of looks like she has a
Bowl cut?
bowl cut, kind of like the...
Yeah, like the worst Princess Leia.
Yes, the Princess Leia. We have a very old Princess Leia minifigure that has, like, a creepy face, because, like, it's not very well painted at all. And then her ponytail literally looks like she has a bowl cut all around, and then just a really weird looking. Oh, it's a Princess Leia slave bikini.
Yeah, it's a slave bikini Leia. She has no printing on her back, so it looks like she just doesn't have a top on if you're seeing her from behind, which is really funny.
Yeah. Kind of like, have you ever seen the picture of the bridesmaids who are wearing the strapless dresses sitting in the pews? But the pews cut off them from, like, the shoulders down, and so it looks like they're not wearing anything.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
I wish we'd thought to do that.
Darling, none of our bridesmaids could have worn strapless dresses anyways.
Well, you need better friends then.
Ridiculous. I mean, I guess at least it was summer. Oh, now we're doing the front wheels?
Yeah, in theory I did these at the same time.
What happened in practice?
In practice, I didn't process that we were building two identical builds.
Oh.
And two identical submodels.
Yeah, that's something that has been confusing about this, these instructions. They've been a little confusing.
Moderately obtuse.
Well, we are getting better. I mean, Lego's doing better. Wait, you didn't add the other pieces to the tiny pile of broken...
Yes, I did. This one just is cracked. It hasn't fallen apart yet.
Oh, gotcha. It's more dramatic if you fall it apart. Maybe we should just, like...
Jay?
Yeah?
We do not advocate violence on this channel against Lego pieces or otherwise.
But it's already broken.
Yeah, which means it needs extra kindness and love.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I have committed heresy.
You want me to put the people in the car, but I'm not going to. Don't tell me what to do.
Isn't that literally what the instructions are for?
Don't tell me what to do with the minifigures.
Oh, okay. Do you want to put yourself in there? I can grab your sig fig.
I guess I am the ultimate patron. We're not going to put me in there.
Okay, we're not going to put them in there.
That right is reserved for people who decide that they want to purchase the... I can't remember what that tier is called.
Was it the Traveler or the Citizen? One of them. We named one of the tiers. We'll remember later, I think. Or we'll just look at it later. This is what the internet is for. Wait, what was I going to look up on the internet?
That is a truly wild question. I just would like to let the record show.
That's fair. I forgot. It's fine. I'll remember later. You could do like a... Now, if we were gonna have you do a 24-hour Lego building challenge, we would have to get you like 50 sets. You were very quick at building Legos.
It's not exactly a 24-hour stream type thing, but one of the people I follow has done like building X amount of Lego sets in 5 days, or that kind of thing. That could be fun.
That could be fun.
Although, this desk might be just a little bit short to do this for a long term.
Yeah.
My back is starting to complain of me just a little bit.
Well, good thing we're almost done. We should do another retrospective of cool builds for this part of the thing. Oh. I think our roommate just got home. Which is good because it means that we have not been keeping her up by being too loud.
It's Saturday. She's specifically said this is a day that,
Oh!
you can come in, but you'll be on camera.
Yeah, we are streaming. Hello! Good job. Yeah. I think that is the final piece, isn't it?
Very close to it, yes.
All right.
Our roommate is a piano technician, and she made a cool tool
Oh
today.
yeah, I can. Yeah.
Cameras are here.
Hi, look at me. I'm famous now. Wow.
Yes.
Well, I'm writing off of your.
Did you
Very
just make an Owen Wilson wow? Is that what just happened?
Don't judge me.
You come into my streams?
And make an Owen Wilson mug.
I'll come in and make Owen Wilson wows, and you will love it every single time.
I'm gonna add a
Here's one for the road. Wow.
I'm gonna add a $700 patron tier, and it's gonna be specifically for you to be allowed to come make Owen Wilson wows on stream.
Or it could be for people who want her to come in and make Owen Wilson.
If we,
Hey, if you guys donate $100 in the next 5 minutes, I'll say wow
100 times.
That's a lot.
I'll say it 10 times.
That is too many.
All right. See ya.
So this one has cool builds because it's a box. I do really like the door. The door is neat.
The door
It
is
uses
cool.
these little bricks with bars with the clip P pieces, and that is very pretty. My least favorite build is the use of these 1x1 reddish brown tiles, because those exploded 3 times.
We have a tiny pile of broken pieces right there. Look at them. They're so broken.
And then here's the instructions for using power functions, which I will ignore because power functions are terrible. I refuse to use an infrared receiver. Where'd the other?
I put it inside the box.
Perfect.
Because you said you were very excited about having it.
Yes.
So I valued that.
Also, camera died.
Oh no, I gotcha. It is taller than it used to be.
Extra train wheels. But yeah, that is the Emerald Knight.
It's gorgeous.
This is my favorite Lego train ever made, and I now have like a pristine copy with stickers done by my spouse. So the stickers look all nice, and there's not missing stickers like there are on my other copies.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone who tuned in. This was a good time. This was, I think, the longest I've ever streamed for, so, you know, subtle little shout out there. And I will see y'all in my next video. If you haven't had the chance yet and you're interested, go ahead and check out the Patreon. I'm going to shout out patrons at the end of streams, let people build Lego figures to put in my city, etc. Should be a good time. And
Don't forget to subscribe.
like and subscribe. Comment below what your dream Lego set is.
Ooh.
Nailed it. All right.